And hello and good evening, and welcome here to a doubleheader here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark as OKC Comets baseball is on the air here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or on the iHeartRadio app. Welcome to everybody on the MLB TV and the Valley Sports Live, and also everybody here on the CW. Dean DeVoe is here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Producer and engineer back in our Blue Hedgehog Studios is the YouTuber. We're playing a double header because why not? It's the Comets and the River Cats wrapping up a 6-game set here at this ballpark. We're playing game one of our double header here today. You should look at the lineups. Bobby Miller will start for the Comets, Ethan Small for the River Cats, and there's the other stats right there.
Excited to be coming to you live from inside Riverboat Field. AAA baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Sacramento River Cats and the Oklahoma City Comets. We'll be back to get this one started after this.
Yep. As we're ready to get this party started.
Just about set to go. And
Bobby Miller is up. His 10th start. 2-1 record. 2.24 earner and average. 56 in the third inning. 66 strikeouts. 3% walks.
And that means how you perform against them is extra.
Sabe, 220 average. 2 homers. 13 RBIs. By the way, first pitch is 6:05. Right. Funny thing is, we're streaming this at 6 o'clock. I find that really funny and hilarious. But anyway, it is 60 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Wind's blowing out the left field at 12 miles an hour. We have Kenny Jensen at the home plate. He will be the on-play umpire. At home, umpiring first base will be Mike Fillmore. Rusty Valentine will umpire second. Jerry Hillsdale will umpire at third.
Now it's the shortstop, Oslavis Basabe.
First pitch for Bobby Miller is high. We are underway for our doubleheader starting here at 6 o'clock. 6:03 on my phone.
Here's the 1-0 offering.
1-0, next pitch. That is high for strike one.
On a cold night like this, every batter is dreading getting jammed on a
1-1.
fastball like that.
That's called for a strike on a check swing. Both teams will be wearing the same jersey, so I'll just only do it once here in the stream as the next pitch is outside.
After 2 straight changeups, it's not terribly likely that we'll get a third in a row here. 1-2 pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 3 for a strikeout for Bobby Miller to begin off our doubleheader of game one.
Now at the plate, Matt
Bring up Matt Higgins.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
There's a fly ball to deep right field. Davidson is going to be under it. Will make the catch for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the center fielder, Luis Matos.
Coming up
That'll
now,
bring up Luis Montez, 160 average, 1 homer, 3 RBIs. Batting right.
Miller, 25 years old, a former first-rounder, back in 2020.
First pitch from Miller. That's high for ball 1. Comets in their home whites tonight. Comets across the front in blue scripted letters with a shooting baseball comment underneath the logo for game one, that is.
After those 2 pitches,
Red numbers on the front left, blue numbers on the back, white pants, blue hats and brims. OKC in diagonal letters with the shooting baseball comment through the letter K on the front. That is fouled away. River Cats in their maroon and dark maroon jerseys. Sacramento across the front in white scripted letters. That's a check swing for a strike. White numbers on the front left, white numbers on the back, gray pants. Black hats, maroon brims. That is outside for ball 3.
I'm not sure his brain processed that pitch in time. That was
Tom Murphy on deck. 3-2.
Into center.
That's a fly ball to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit.
And keeps it going.
And that will keep the inning going here for the Comets. Or for the River Cats, excuse me. Tom Murphy, 236 average, 4 homers, 14 RBIs, batting right. First pitch is low for ball one. Next pitch.
Next pitch, in for a strike.
Fastball
Good
called
job
for a
with that
strike.
fastball low in the zone. It's most effective when you can spot it on the corners.
Sorry about that. 1-1. Found away. No score here in the top of the first with a runner at first with 2 away here in the top of the first.
The next offering misses.
It's outside ball 2.
And that's outside. With the runner moving here, the batter has to find a way to put something in the gap to bring him in.
I didn't ask you, Mike.
Got him.
That's high for strike 3. That'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, and a runner left.
No runs, 1 hit.
We go to the bottom of the first. Nothing for the River Cats. Comets up the bat here in the game 1 of this doubleheader.
Welcome back. Today's starting
Small, the
pitcher,
pitcher.
Ethan Small, and he seems to
2
elevate
and
his
4
game when things
record
get tough.
and start 45 and
Known for
2/3 of an
tremendous
innings with a
strikeout ability,
3.55
so he's
earned
gonna
run
have to force
average,
weak contact
and the
with
rest of
good
the sets
command and
as you
movement.
see there.
The defenders behind him are going to have to be ready to go because the hitters will probably be putting balls into play frequently.
Leading off here
Coming up to
tonight,
the dish.
This way, the Follett is up 3 of 5 average, 8 homers, 18 RBIs. Batting left. Small's first pitch is called for a strike. It's outside up in the corner for ball 1. So it's now 1-1 the count. Small's next pitch.
And there's a ball.
It's outside. No score here on the bottom of the first. Game 1 of 2. Because I'm going to do NXT Heatwave tomorrow night. Sunday, we're going to play a double header for Tuesday and Wednesday.
And we're all even up. And that's off the inside.
And we're outside ball 3.
Full count.
Here is the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 on a curve. 1 away here in the bottom of the first.
On that
That's
pitch,
shortstop.
coming down and into the lefty, usually a dangerous place to throw one, and then the bottom just falls out. Great execution.
That will bring it up.
Now, Jordan Thompson.
Jordan Thompson is up.
There's a strike.
For a strike. 500 average, 1 homer, 1 RBI. Did not play yesterday. Out of the way. Last game was 1 for 4 with a home run. That was back on Thursday. His last game
And here's the
he
0-2.
played. Did not play yesterday. That's swinging a miss, strike 3.
In the bottom of the first this evening.
2 away here in the
Already
first.
establishing a potent rhythm, striking out the
Batting
first 2
third, the
batters.
third baseman,
It looks like these
J.J.
hitters are going to have their work
Bodie.
cut out for him in this one. Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, David Bodie. On
David Bodie,
fire at the dish lately.
260
It's
average,
in
7
each of the
homers,
last 6
15
games.
RBIs, batting right. Outfitting, this game started at 6:05, and we're streaming at 6:09. I find that very funny indeed.
Off to a great
That's
start
high
on
ball
the mound.
1.
Could be a tough game for this lineup.
Yes, it would. It's fouled away. Correct.
Now the 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless.
1, 2, 3 for the Comets. We go to the second with no score. So I'm trying to fix my bed. Have some room.
If you want your
Leading
soda
off
with a
for
little extra
Sacramento, the
crunch,
first baseman,
reach for a cold
Bryce
can of Big Kale.
Eldridge.
A refreshing way to wash down a hot dog at the ballpark.
So I'm going to fix something. Give me a second, guys. Need to fix my bed. Just a second. Okay, there we go. All right. We're scoreless after one. We start the second.
Oklahoma City.
Called for a strike. 1 for 4 with an RBI for Bryce Eldridge, batting .232 average, 5 homers, 14 RBIs. Trying to get the bed. Trying to make the bed. Hang on. Trying to get the bed to where I can plug my phone in. Next pitch. Fouled away. Don't know if that will work. That will definitely not work.
0-2 now.
0-2.
Ball one there.
Low, ball one. One, two.
Swing.
Ground ball to the shortstop over the first.
One down.
One away in the second.
Batting 6.
You heard me breathing. It's because I'm trying to get this bed
Digging in for the River Cats, Grant McCray.
Grant McCray, 2 for the average, 2 homers, 7 RBIs.
5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one. That one not close. And it's 1-0.
Called for a ball. 2 for 4 with 2 singles. His last game on Thursday. Did not play yesterday. It's fouled away. So McCray back in the starting lineup. Like I said, did not play yesterday. 2 for 4 with 2 singles on Thursday.
Ball 2.
Outside ball 2.
Swing and a miss.
Rematch, strike 2.
1 out and the base is empty.
Next pitch.
Just off the outside edge.
Just off the edge. Ball 3.
2 strikes.
Yariel Pomaris on deck.
And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
That's ball 4. First walk for the Comets tonight.
Batting 7. The left fielder.
At the plate, Jairo Pomares.
Ira Pomaris. Here's his first. Miller's first pitch to Pomaris. Inside ball 1.
1 ball.
285 average, 4 homers, 19 RBIs, batting left.
Runner at
Excuse
first,
me.
1 away.
Next pitch.
Popped up. Thompson. And 2 away now. Those high fastballs in the zone look so
That was not what I asked you to do, you stupid deal. I said pop up to the shortstop who made the catch.
Stepping to the plate for Sacramento.
I'm going to make sure that
really strong
the mic will get thrown down the mountain into the cap dive. Brett Ackerbach, 252 average, 8 homers, 24 RBIs. Batting right. First pitch for Miller.
If he's
Called for a strike.
Second,
5 RBIs in his last 3 games for Ackerbach.
The bat you get, the less you want to chance it.
Next pitch.
Next
That is
one's
fouled away.
back.
No score at the
2
top of the
gone,
second
but the
of
go-ahead run is at first.
game 1
top
of
of
a
the second.
doubleheader. The next pitch
Fights
Pop.
that one away. The count remains
popped up and it's
0-2.
fouled away into the seats. Nice crowd we have here tonight.
Grounds
As
it
here's
to
a ground
short.
ball to the
Thompson.
shortstop. The
And
second
that's the end of the
first force out, second
So
to
it's
the
no
end.
runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We go to the
So
bottom
no
of
runs,
the
no
second
hits, and a runner
inning.
left. We
Nothing,
go
nothing.
to the bottom of the 2nd, rather. It is 0-0. It is 0-0.
Runner at first, 1 away.
It is 0-0. 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 It is
On to the bottom of the
Leading it
second.
off,
And here's
the
the first
first
baseman,
baseman.
Ryan
217
Ryan.
average for Ryan Ward, 7 homers, 21 RBIs, batting right, or batting left, rather. Well, it's first pitch.
Seems like that was
It's
just a
called
good bit of
first strike.
framing right there. Stole a strike.
Outside. 0-2, or first, 0-2. Here's a fly ball to left field.
Pomares.
Marius is underrated, failed to
And
make the
there's
catch
one
for the first out of the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Armando.
Armando
Armando
Alvarez.
Alvarez between Oklahoma City and St. Paul, 202 average, 5
Added another
homers,
hit as well.
15 RBIs, batting left, or batting right. Called first strike.
On the ground to first. Collects.
Ground ball's got it over the first by the pitcher for the second.
Batting sixth, the right fielder,
Uh,
Nick Biddison.
Bibbinson.
Biddison.
263 average, 1 homer, 1 RBI for Bibbinson. Since joining Oklahoma City, he's batting right. First pitch for Small. It's called first strike. 0 for 3 with a walk last night for Bibbinson.
Second inning. Swing and a liner foul off
It's
to the
a
right.
line drive fouled away, and it's now 0-2. No score here in the bottom of the second. Game 1
Now
of a
here's the 0-2.
double header.
Good job to fight that one off.
Fouled away.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
It's outside.
Here's the 0-2 pitch.
It's a pitch, swing and miss, strike
And a
3
nice
to
free
end
on
the
mound. He
second.
sets him down 1-2-3.
1, 2, 3,
End of two. No
go.
score.
It's still 0-0.
All set for the start of
Leading
this
off for
inning. Coming up
Sacramento,
now to the
the
dish
third
for
baseman,
Sacramento,
David
David Villar.
David VR, 200 average, 1 homer, 6 RBIs as he leads off the third. Batting right, first pitch. Down low, side for ball 1. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts last night for VR. And that's fouled away.
Fly ball to right.
It's a fly ball to right field. Bibbinson
Makes
does
the
it.
catch, and there's one gone.
First out of the third.
Now batting, shortstop, Oslevis.
Back to the top of the order.
Basabe.
Oslevis Basabe will hit
Basabe,
next.
sorry.
Struck out swinging.
Struck
the
out his
time.
first time up, batting right. Here's Miller's first pitch.
No, that's a ball.
That's ball
That
1.
was well spotted, but he couldn't get the call from the plate umpire. But he's handling it well, and he might get that call later. He swings and fouls one off.
Yeah, out of the way.
Here's the 1-1.
No. 2 balls.
Side.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
2-2.
Yep. 2-2.
Fights
Out
it
of the
off.
way.
We'll see another. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Biddison on the way over.
Davidson is under
Pulls
it,
in
makes
for
the catch for the second out. Sorry, I had something in my eye, y'all.
Now batting, Designated hitter, Matt.
Next up for the River Cats, Matt Higgins. That one fouled off.
Out of the way.
Inside corner for a strike.
Inside for strike 2. 0-2, the next pitch.
That's a little bit low.
Low ball 1.
One, two now.
1-2.
In the dirt.
In the dirt, ball 2. No score here in the third. In game 1 of the doubleheader. Here's a fly ball that's fouled away.
Then the fastball. Doing well to throw off the hitter's timing. He might go to the high heat to try for the K. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Pitch misses there. 3 balls, 2 strikes now.
Luis Matos on deck.
Pitch to hit in this spot. They know the 3-hole hitter is on deck.
Halfway to 100 pitches for Bobby Miller, and here it comes on the full count.
That one off the inside.
That's ball 4. Second walk for the Comets pitching staff tonight.
Now batting.
2 outs and a runner at
as
first.
the dangerous Luis Matos is up.
Luis Matos.
Singled his first time up. First pitch.
Outside.
Outside, ball 1. 3 RBIs and on a double. Double with 3 RBIs in his last 3 games for Matos. So he's going to strike 1.
Even 1-1.
Pitch. Ground ball. This should be the 4th out to Indian.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner stranded. Moving on
So
now
no
to the
runs,
home
no
half of
hits,
the
and a
third
runner
inning.
left.
No score.
Bottom of the 3rd coming up. Nothing.
Ready to go for the last
Leading
half of
off,
the inning.
the
Now
second
Aaron
baseman,
Bracho.
Aaron Bracho.
Aaron Bracho is up. 254 average, 8 homers, 21 RBIs. The switch hitter batting right. Small's first pitch. Called for a strike. Oh, 1 the next pitch. Fouled away. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch.
That misses the zone.
Inside, ball
And it's
1.
1-2.
1-2.
They're obviously in sync right
Batting
now.
eighth,
Just
the left
rolling
fielder.
out.
Really?
Ali.
One was a homer. And that one fouled off. The 0-1 offering.
0-1. Here's a line fly ball to left field. That's going to get caught
Makes the grab.
by
There's
Basabe,
2.
and there's the second out of the 3rd.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Hunter.
And now, Hunter Fiducia.
Under Fiducia. 250 average, 3 homers, 5 RBIs. He's batting left. Down low for a strike.
Still scoreless in the
0 for
bottom
2
half
with
of
2
the third.
strikeouts last night for Fiducia. Next pitch.
On the ground,
Here's a
right
ground
side,
ball
and
to
handles
the
this
second
chance.
baseman over the first.
To
And
first,
he
pulls
just
off
could
the
not get on the bag.
Now batting,
And that's a tough
And
one
it's
out
an
there.
error for the
Just
River
sailed
Cats.
a bit wide that time.
I thought that was going to be a 1-2-3 inning. You look at the replay, throws it over the first. Looks like he just forced him off the bag, and the Comets caught a big break there.
The lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, Josue De Paula. Struck out swinging, leading off the bottom of the
That's the
first.
Paula's back up at the top of the order. That's down low for ball 1. Struck out his first time up. next pitch for Small.
Ball 2.
Ball 2.
2-0 to count.
And
Ball
another
3.
ball. Jordan Thompson.
Yep,
in the
another ball.
on-deck circle,
Ball 3.
hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fiducia leads off of first with 2 out.
3-0.
That one's in there. And
Ball
the
for
count
a strike.
is 3-1. It's clear he's trying to own the inside part of the plate with 2 straight fastballs inside. We'll see if he goes away or comes back inside. The
3 balls and a
3-1
strike. The pitch.
That one pushed
Fouled away, and now it's a full count.
Payoff pitch.
Yeah, pitch.
Hit hard
Here's
on the
a
ground to short.
caught over the
Play
first
made,
to end the
that
inning.
ends the inning.
So,
One runner left stranded.
so it is no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. We go to the 4th, no score, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error for the River Cats, nothing across the board for the Comets.
Top of the 4th inning
Leading off
with the
for
River
Sacramento
Cats.
Murphy is up, struck out his first time up.
Murphy.
The interval is here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. YouTuber, our producer and engineer, back in our 1340 studios here tonight. Called for a strike. 1 for 5 with an RBI double for Tom Murphy last night. And that's fouled away.
Oh, and 2, here's the pitch.
Next pitch.
Nice eye right there.
Down
That's
low,
an
ball
0-2
1.
fastball that most hitters will take a rip at, but he took it and got away with it. Can't let it go by a second time. That one just misses. And the count's even at 2.
Ball 3.
Wow, he's showing
Or
outstanding
ball 2,
discipline with 2 strikes. That one just missing inside. Full count, 3-2.
3-2.
Lands
Fouled away.
will
Excuse
reset
me.
and do it again. Now the payoff pitch.
Next pitch.
That's a strikeout.
Called for strike 3, 1 away in the 4th.
Now batting.
And now the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge. 0 for 1 so far.
Bryce Eldridge. 0 for 1. What a ground out. As Miller is now at 60 pitches. Here's his 61st.
Ball 1.
Low, ball 1.
Fly ball left field.
Fly ball to left field.
Thompson drifts towards
Thompson going back
2 down.
and fouls in outfield territory, make the catch for the first out of the, or second out of the 4th.
Track of where you are and start worrying that you're going to collide with the outfielder. Nice catch. Grant McCray, the next to hit, reached on a walk the first time.
Steer right.
First pitch is called for a strike.
No ball.
I want to remind everybody, as of this stream, Friday Night SmackDown on my channel will be out shortly, so hope you guys will enjoy that stream while we are live here on YouTube. We'll be having Friday Night SmackDown, as here's a line drive to right field. That'll be a base hit. We'll have all your Raw stuff live on YouTube going forward, because YouTube wants to be, or not YouTube, Twitch wants to be a stupid idiot.
Everything is working really well with your swing. Pretty tough to have that kind of contact if you're not executing well in all phases. And we'll see if his
Yar Palmares popped out his first time out.
Now that he's on first. High fly to center.
High fly to center field.
And that's the end of the inning.
That's the inning. It runs a hit and a runner left.
They strand 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now.
Bottom of the 4th
Still
coming
no
up.
score.
It is nothing. Hopefully the Comets will get something going. The good news is we have another game after this.
Welcome back.
So that's the good news about the doubleheader. We're playing 2 9-inning games. If you do the math, it's 18 innings, or how many, whether we go to extras or not. So just letting you guys know that. Swing and a miss, strike 1 for Jordan Thompson. Struck out his first time up. He's batting right.
80% of his first pitches are strikes so far. That's a good sign for this
Next
outing.
pitch. Line drive. Third baseman couldn't catch it over the first, and he got the out.
Now batting.
That was a good hit for Jordan Thompson, but the third baseman recovered and barely got him out. As that'll bring up David Bodie.
Struck out swinging in the first AB.
Struck out his first time out, batting right. First pitch.
Love how he's attacking.
Called first strike.
Throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. In the air, out towards right center.
Yep, fly ball to right field. Will make the catch for the second out.
Now batting. First baseman, Ryan.
So now it's the 4-hole.
Ryan Ward flew out of his first time up, batting left.
Win last night. Ward measures 5'10", 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2019.
No, that's down.
Now low ball one.
And there's
That's a line drive to right field, and it's gone! Home run for Ryan Ward out to right field. That was a line drive to right field over the wall. Barely will be gone for a home run, and the Comets take a 1-0 lead here in the fourth of game number 1 of 2.
Great swing, loud contact, and a predictable result when you look at the exit velocity and launch angle. That homer was wrecked. And the next batter, Armando Alvarez, 0 for 1. That one's in there.
It's called first strike for Armando Alvarez, who grounded out his first time up.
And the slider catches the zone. That was a hanging slider, and he got a great look at it. Might be the most hittable pitch he'll get in this AB. Now here's the 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop over the first to end the inning. But Ryan Ward's home run, a run on a hit, no errors, and none left. We go to the 5th of game 1 of this doubleheader. It's the Comets 1 and the River Cats nothing.
On to the next inning. Now it's the second baseman, Brett Auerbach.
Brent Auerbach ground out his first time up, batting right. First pitch for Miller. High for ball 1.
But not what he was looking for.
Michael Grove, Alec Gamboa warming up in the Comets bullpen.
Michael Grove preparing to come on if needed. Gamboa also getting ready.
So the bullpen already being needed.
Swing
and a miss, strike 2.
That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup. Struck the batter.
That's called for strike 3. Yeah, I think the ABS system will be very something we would like to see on the game.
Impressive work.
David VR.
Here's the third baseman, David VR. 0 for 4 in yesterday's loss.
Yep.
That's a slider for a
Slow
strike.
ball 1 for strike. Flew out his first time out.
A lot of first pitch strikes. If he doesn't get a little more efficient, things could go south.
Yep.
Oklahoma City up by a run.
Hola, Senor Sean.
5th inning.
Next pitch. That's a pop-up. DePaula is going to be under it. He'll make the catch
And there's 2 down.
for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Oslavis.
Stepping to the plate
For
for
Oslavis
Sacramento, Oslavis Basabe.
Osabe. Oh for 2 tonight.
Ball 1.
Inside ball 1.
1-0.
Struck out in the first, flew out in the third. That's a ground ball to center field for a base hit, so that's the third hit for the River Cats.
Now batting, designated hitter, Matt.
Next is the designated hitter, Matt Higgins. It's ball one.
That's ball one. One zero the next, as he's going to throw the first, and he's in time. As far as safe is concerned.
With 2 away.
Ball.
1-0 Comets here in the 5th, as that's high for ball 3. Luis Matos on deck.
In the on-deck circle, hoping to get a
Just
chance
remember,
to
we still have one more game to go in this stream, so if you think this is only a one and done,
here's the pitch.
you can pick again.
And with
That's
the
ball 4.
alive, here comes the heart of the
Third walk tonight in game 1 alone for Bobby Millers. That will bring up the dangerous Luis Matos.
1 for 2.
First pitch is high, first strike.
After walking the last hitter, he just
56 average with runners in scoring position for Luis Matos.
That's a good way to reset after giving up the free pass. The 0-1.
Next pitch. Low, ball 1.
1-1.
Joey Lucchesi will start for the River Cats,
2-1.
as that's outside for ball 2. Gavin Stone will start for the Comets in game 2 of our doubleheaders. We finish up our series with the River Cats before we head off to Viva Las Vegas to take on the Las Vegas Aviators, the AAA parent club of the Athletics, or soon to be the Las Vegas Athletics.
2 down.
2-2 to count. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 to end the inning.
And that ends the inning. That's a true
No runs, a hit, and 2 left. Halfway through game 1, it's the Comets 1 and the River Cats nothing.
We're back here at the
Leading it
ballpark.
off,
I'm
the
Ben
right
Gelman,
fielder,
glad to have you with me. And set to get us started in the bottom of the 5th, Nick Biddison.
Somebody's too happy to see me as far as the cheering, and it's drunken Bucky Jr. What? Shut it, Bucky Jr. Okay. First pitch for Small is high, outside ball 1.
Out in front and foul to the left side.
That's fouled away.
I like the decision to swing on that one, but just couldn't square it up.
Two, 1.
Makes contact and drives this one deep to right.
Deep right field, going back to the wall, is going to make the catch for the first out of the 5th.
Now batting, second baseman, Aaron.
Digging in for the Comets.
Aaron Broncho struck out his first time out.
Last night's ball game.
Yep, he homered last night. Aaron Broncho. Excuse me.
That catches the top.
It's high for a strike.
Strike 1.
0-1.
That is a foul ball. I've also made a deal with Senor Sean that if Round Rock and Oklahoma City make it as that's outside, if they make it to the championship series, we're going to definitely have the call for that series. I can guarantee you that. A rematch of 2023, but hopefully in a different reverse option.
1 out and the base is empty. Swings through.
Swing and miss, strike 3.
Pulled the string
2
on the
away
changeup.
here in the 5th. That is if Round Rock does win the second half
Coming up to
title.
the dish for
But we'll see.
City, Aline collected a couple of hits in yesterday's game.
Chris Aline is up. First pitch.
That one close.
Inside, ball 1. 2 for 3 with a solo home run last night for Aline. High, ball 2 on the next pitch. Called for a strike.
Up and in. And that's ball 3.
Outside.
They haven't been able to put up much offense in this one, but on a 3-1 count, that might change. We'll see how it goes. Next one's fouled back. Three and two now. Skies it out towards left.
It's a fly ball to left field. Going back is going to make the catch, and that won the inning.
Oklahoma City on top here, 1-0.
1, 2, 3 go the Comets as they hold a 1-0 lead as we head the 6th.
Now pitching.
They turn things over to the southpaw.
Alec Gamboa, the 5th game, 1-0 record, 4 in the 3rd innings for Gamboa.
Coming up now to the dish for Sacramento, Tom Murphy.
Tom Murphy is up 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Just a reminder, after this game is over, we'll have your abbreviated Comets post-game report. We will look at scores from the rest of the international PCL and all that, as Jackson and Kopech warming up in the Comets bullpen.
Getting loose as well.
So we will have score checks, recap the scoring, check up on the Los Angeles Dodgers, and get you ready for game number 2 as planned, as that's a fly ball to deep right field. Bivington going back, and it is gone for a home run as the River Cats. Tom Murphy hits his 5th home run on the year, and we are deadlocked 1-1 here in the 6th.
Stay within himself and change the direction of this ball game. Seemed like he might not have hit it hard.
So that will mean Bobby Miller will figure a no decision once more. You hate that for Bobby Miller because he really has been doing phenomenal reasons, and unfortunately just couldn't do anything. That one did get up the berm, so Bobby Miller is going to figure a no decision tonight, as that is called for a strike. Popped out, grounded out for Bryce Eldridge here tonight, here in Game 1. Just a reminder, Game 2 will be immediately after Game 1. And also, if you guys want to watch my SmackDown that's coming up in about 15 minutes from now, you can head over there and check it out.
Nobody on, nobody out. 1 run already across the plate this inning. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
That's swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 away in the 6th.
And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the home run. Digging in for the River Cats, Grant McCray.
Grant McCray is now up. It's fouled away, strike 1. Here's a line drive to deep left field. Aline is under it. Will make the catch for the second out here in the 6th.
The batter, the left fielder, Jairo Pomares.
Here's the left fielder, Jairo Pomares.
Who's up? Batting left. 0 for 2 tonight. It's inside, ball 1.
Cutter. He's able to move it left and right. That can be really effective. Now
here's a line drive, deep right field. This is going to be trouble, but the center fielder will make the catch to end the 6th. But a home run for Tom Murphy, 1 run, 1 hit, none left, has tied this game at 6-6. Comets right now have tied, are currently tied on their season low.
Home half of the
The one hit, the last time they had one hit was back in the Round Rock game last week. So that's inside ball one. Should have been challenged if this was a challenge system. That would have been a strike.
Foul ball there.
That's fouled away. Strike one.
One pitch now.
Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Not too bad for Ethan Small here tonight.
And it keeps bending away from you. Goes down swinging for the strikeout.
It's all for a strike.
Seventh strikeout of the ball game.
Seventh strikeout for Small, and now bring up Josue De Paula, one away in the sixth.
De Paula.
Such a close game. The next team to score could take all the momentum they need. 0-1, here's the pitch.
Let's pitch.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. Whether or not he agreed with the calls on those first two pitches, he has to focus now with an 0-2 count. Gotta protect the zone, even if it's a little larger than usual.
Yeah.
Good eye there. With two straight sliders away, he's got the hitter leaning towards the outer half of the plate. Might be time to come inside with a two-seamer to shake things up. 1-2 misses, and the
Call for a strike.
Great job to lay
Two
off
balls and two
very tough
strikes.
pitches and even up
Here's the
count.
next pitch for Small.
On the ground
There's a
right
ground
side.
ball to the short second baseman over the first,
And out at first.
and there's the second out. So, nice redemption after giving up a hit.
Jordan.
So two down now.
I'll bring
and
up
here is
Jordan
the plate,
Thompson.
Jordan Thompson. First offering misses the mark.
Hard one.
One ball and one strike.
Two outs and
The
nobody
pitch.
aboard.
That's going to be foul ball. Yes, it will be a foul ball.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch.
1-2.
Ball.
That's a ball.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
That one down the line, and that's just
Yep.
foul.
Foul ball.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Line drive. And foul ball.
That's another foul ball.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss, strike three, and on the sixth.
Over. Seventh inning up next.
Nothing for the Comets. We go to the seventh. 1-1 tie. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 errors for the River Cats. River Cats. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors for the Comets. Zach Jackson, the new pitcher.
Has some nasty breaking stuff.
5 innings, 3.60 earned run average, and the other stats you see on there.
Brett Auerbach.
Leading off.
Now,
Final line score for Bobby Miller, as Ethan Small hasn't even done there. 5 innings, 3 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. He will figure a no decision tonight. Gamboa, 1 inning, 1 run, 1 hit, no walks, and a strikeout. I'm surprised Ethan Small hasn't been taken out, despite 1 run on 1 hit, no walks, and 8 strikeouts.
Went
the
down
second
looking
baseman,
on 3
Brett.
pitches last time.
Now he should make a pitching change pretty soon.
Jackson
Called
measures
for a strike.
6'4". He works with a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. To third, Bodie. To first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, the third baseman, David Villar.
Coming up now to the dish for Sacramento, David Villar.
Pitch.
Yep.
Swinging and a miss, strike one.
No balls. 1 strike.
And it's
One
1-1.
Pitch is outside. Excuse me.
Ball
This pitch is low.
That one
That's a
misses.
ball.
Not willing to throw him a fastball.
Mhm. 3 balls and a strike. Jackson's next pitch. There's a line ground ball. Third baseman Bodie throws it over to Ward at first for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Oslevis Basabe.
So up next, Oslevis Basabe.
Slevy
1 for 3.
Basabe's 1 for 3 with a single. Strikeout in the first, flew in the third, single in the 5th. Comets and River Cats tied at 1 in the 7th. Side for strike 1.
2 outs, bases empty.
Bases are empty.
Ball 1.
That's high ball 1.
1 ball. 1 strike.
It's pitch.
Comes up empty, strike 2.
Yep, strike
1
2.
ball. 2 strikes.
Next
Pitch.
offering misses way outside.
Yep, way outside.
2 down and nobody aboard. Here in the top half of the 7th.
Yep. 1-1 count. Jackson's next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Down in order go the River Cats. It's time to stretch and sing in Oklahoma.
Time to stretch.
In game 1,
Tied 1-1.
it's 1-1.
Now pitching for
We're back and a
Sacramento.
new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
76.
Spencer Bivens. Not as reliant on the strikeout as many other relievers.
Spencer Bivens, 25th game, 2-6 records, 9 holds, 32 2/3 of an inning. Bivens, by the way, took the loss a couple of days ago. David Bodie is up. Struck out and flew out his first 2 at bats. He's batting right. Spencer Bivens' first pitch.
Ball.
Movement in the bullpen.
It's a ball.
Lou Trevino, the right-handed sinker baller, looks to be getting
Lou
ready.
Trevino is warming up in the River Cats bullpen.
One 1-0 and the pitch.
Yep, 1-0.
Ball 2.
That's called for a ball.
The next pitch misses, and it's 3-0.
Rio.
And that one is in for a strike.
And called for a strike. Three balls and a strikes. Next pitch for
Here comes
Bivens.
the 3-1. Grounds this
Ground
one to the
ball.
right
That's going to be the first out of the
side.
7th.
Steps on the bag. Leadoff batter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan Ward.
And now
Ryan Ward is up.
He's already homered in this ball game.
Mm-hmm.
To the right side. Dives, but it kicks off the glove.
Yeah.
Flip to the pitcher.
Over the
It's in
first,
time.
and he
they
still
do
gets
get
the out,
second
so
out.
they avoid a second error.
PFPs that teams run in spring training come into play. Nice job at first to knock the ball down and keep it on the infield, and then get it to the pitcher covering the bag for the out.
There's the replay right there of the second out.
And now the DH, Armando Alvarez.
Armando Alvarez. 0 for 2 here tonight. First pitch. Here's a line drive that's going to be caught over the first, and the Comets down in order again. We go to the 8th. It is 1-1 tie.
1-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Luis Garcia, 17th appearance, no record, 7 holds, 18 innings pitched, 2.50 earned run average for Garcia.
So digging in,
Leading
Matt
off for
Higgins.
Sacramento, the designated hitter, Matt Higgins.
Matt Higgins. Pitch. Here's a line drive. This will be trouble. That's going to be a base hit. Knew that was going to be trouble the second he hit that. The River Cats referring to.
He was ready to go
Now
on the first pitch,
the
and it
center
paid
fielder,
off.
Luis
Gap shots like that one are a
Matos.
really good
I'll bring up
indicator that a
Luis
hitter is doing
Matos.
the little things right. Just trying to hit the ball hard with enough of a launch angle to get it over the infield, but not so high that it's a lazy fly ball to the outfield. Nice cut. And they've got some choices now with good speed on the bases. On the ground, could be 2.
On ball, the second for 1. Throw to first in time for a double play. 2 away, 3-6-3. 2 away here in the
The
8th.
first baseman has to display exceptional footwork. The infielders did a really nice job there. Tom Murphy digs in.
Tom Murphy is
Already
up
a home
next.
run
1
in
for
this
3 tonight.
On the ground, out to short, handles the chance.
Yep, over the first out in the inning.
3 outs on 3 pitches.
3 outs on 3 pitches.
No one left aboard. We head to the
Nothing,
bottom of the
nobody
8th.
left.
All tied.
No runs a hit, none left. We head to the bottom of the 8th. It is 1-1.
Now pitching for
Back now,
Sacramento.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into
Number
the bottom of the
54.
8th. Lou Trevino.
Lou
Lou Trevino, 17th game, 1-0 record. As Boonson 0 for 2 with a strikeout on a flyout.
Dead.
Biddison, the leadoff batter, looks at ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
One ball, 1 strike. And a big swing and a miss. Great time to go to the slider. He was clearly sitting fastball, which made his swing just a hair too early. Now he's got to protect with 2 strikes. Got the batter swinging.
It's called first strike.
One away, the leadoff hitter retired in the 8th.
Yep, 1 away in the 8th.
So up
Now
next,
batting,
Aaron
the second
Bracho.
baseman,
The splits between
Aaron.
April and May there.
Bracho.
Ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Sean Jelly getting loose out there. Number 35 getting cranked up as well.
Sean Jelly and Evan Garcia warming up in the River Cats bullpen.
The 1-0 pitch. He swings and fouls one off. 1 out and the base is empty.
Yep, called first. 1-1 in the count. Next pitch for Trevino.
Now 2 balls and a
Side ball
strike.
2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Out of the way.
And the slider just misses. Excellent take. Bubba Aline.
Bubba
waiting for a
Aline's on the
turn at
right.
the plate. Ground ball, right side. Fair
Up
ball.
ground ball right side. Looks like that's a base hit. Yeah, it was fair.
That's the kind of hit
The
the
left
rest of the
fielder,
team
number
will really
30,
appreciate.
Rick.
Clutch AB. Rolled over on
Holy.
that one a bit, but still managed to put enough behind it that it scooted through the infield for a base hit.
Yep, he's hit.
One away and a runner at first. Bubba
Mhm.
Aline will hit next.
Ball.
That's ball 1. 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts here tonight for Aline. Then in the 3rd and in the 5th.
1-0. Here's the pitch.
Ball 2.
Imbo 2.
One
Yep.
away, tie game, and the go-ahead run at first. Breaking ball inside. Ball 3. Walks are never
Ball
ideal
3.
for a
Hunter
pitcher,
Fiducia on
especially
deck.
not late in a game. He's got to come after the hitter, and the hitter has to be ready to swing. The 3-1 pitch. There's a
1.
strike. Wouldn't be surprised
Ball
to
for a
see the runner
strike.
break from first,
Now
trying
it's
to
full
stay ahead of the
count.
double play.
Ground ball fouled away. Read 2 to count. By the way, my SmackDown is live for those of you that want to go see it right now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's the second out of the 8th.
Fastball at the knees.
I'll go ahead and share my SmackDown video while
Next to hit.
that is live. So go check it out if you haven't seen it already. So it is currently premiering.
Edge of the zone, call the strike. And the strike zone swells in size.
No.
That's a terrific backdoor slider. He made the right call not to swing. It's tough to do much with that. And
That's fouled away. Tied at 1 here in the 8th. Game 1 of 2 between the Comets and the River Cats as far as the doubleheader finish up the series. This is a right field caught to end the inning. No runs, a hit, and a runner left. We head to the 9th.
All tied 1-1.
1-1. We had the 9th.
All set to start the 9th inning in this one. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge.
Bryce Eldridge 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch. Low ball 1 for Garcia, who will remain in the game. So it will be a bullpen that will have a decision here tonight.
Now a high fly ball to left center. Aline.
Aline,
And there's one down.
1 away in the 9th.
Now batting, the right fielder, Grant.
Next up for the River Cats,
McRae.
Grant McRae. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Fouled away.
One down. Base is empty here in the ninth. On the ground to third, Bodie.
Ground ball has got it over the first for the second out of the ninth.
Just barely gets the runner on that one. Now the left
Yaro
fielder,
Pomares.
Yaro Pomares.
First pitch.
Fouled off to the
Fouled
right.
away.
2 down and nobody aboard.
They're already underway
Here
at the
top of
Chickasaw
ninth.
Bricktown Ballpark. Need to actually look up something here
Down 0-2, swings through it.
involving
Rapid fire work on the mound. He's keeping these
i.e.
batters on
Great
their
Lakes. Whether or not
toes.
their
Next offering is downstairs.
second game of that double
Got him. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. No runs, on no hits, no errors.
no errors and a runner left.
On to the bottom of the ninth. Top of the order due up next. All tied 1-1.
Now pitching for
So out of the
Sacramento.
pen comes the right-hander, number
Number
35. Struggling against lefties so far this season.
Now it'd be Evan Gates, the new pitcher. It is not number 35, it's Evan Gates, for goodness sakes.
We head back to the top of the
Leading
order.
off,
And
the
now
center
the
fielder,
center fielder,
Josue
Josue De Paula. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
No.
I
That's a
was
ball.
certain that was a strike. Not
Yeah,
like
that would have been.
action in the pen down there. Landon Roop. They've got the closer
Landon
getting
Roop
loose.
is warming up in the River Cats bullpen. Gates is trying to send this to extras. That's a fly ball to center field, but it's going to be caught
And
for the first out of the ninth.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jordan.
Coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City, Jordan Thompson. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a groundout.
Ball 1.
1 down. Base is empty here in the ninth. Next pitch pop foul. This
Yep,
one off the
fouled
right
away.
field, get out of play. Good pitching there, putting it a bit up.
Remember,
and in on
we
his
still have
hands, so
another
he
game
can't
to play
extend
here,
for more
folks, so
power.
just remember that.
The 1-1 offering
Next pitch.
takes a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's foul. And the
That's
keeps
foul away.
going.
One ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch.
Ball.
That's low ball 2.
That one misses.
That's high.
Decent movement on
Outside
that
ball
slider.
3.
Let's go hit
David
a little
Bowie
closer
on
to the plate.
deck.
That one was way outside, and the batter was able to take it more easily.
3-2 to count.
Payoff.
Gates' next pitch.
Set down
Called
observes.
for
Not
strike
sure
3
about
for
that
the
ball. Pitcher
second
might have gotten a friendly
out.
Strike 3. That is
Now
a
batting.
That's 2 away in the inning.
The pitcher is fully aware he got
Bodie.
lucky. That umpire knows there will be some commentary coming his way from the dugout after that called third strike.
Yes, sirree.
Digging in for the Comets, David Bodie.
I'll bring up
0 for 3.
David
Fly
Bodie.
out, a ground out, and a
Down to his
strike.
final out as far as trying to keep this game, trying to win the game.
Trying to send this one into extra frames.
Pitch,
That
that's
one
a
hits
fly
right.
ball.
It's back.
Right field will be caught, and we go to extras. Nothing for the Comets. 10th inning coming up. 1-1. So we're now heading to the 10th.
Now pitching.
We're back, and on the mound is
Brustar
the closer,
Gratterall.
Brustar Gratterall.
This is not a save
You may find
opportunity.
this to be a tough matchup. Righties are hitting her very well this season.
You look at the stats. What do you want, Bucky Jr.?
Stepping to the plate for Sacramento,
I love
Brett
baseball.
Howard.
Of course you do, you darping hyena. That's why you're cheering for Round Rock, aren't you? As Palmares will be the place runner at second, since he made the final play. Rutherall's first pitch.
Ball, no.
Low, ball one.
1-0.
Pitch.
Fly
ball to right field. I don't know if this will be tagged up or not.
The grab. Runner tags at second.
Yep, runner will tag at second, and he is safe. On the way in the 10th.
Now batting, third baseman David
Digging in for the River Cats, David VR.
David VR, 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch.
For the plate. It's a squeeze.
Squeeze. The runner did score, and there's a second out, but it will be an RBI, and Sacramento takes a 2-1 lead here in the 10th.
Everybody has to know exactly what they're doing.
That will be a...
Coming up now to the dish for Sacramento, Oslavy's
That will be an unearned run charged to Bruce Grotterell.
There's a strike.
Down low for strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
The Comets will need to tie this game or win the game in the 10th. Side ball
Barreled
one.
action in the bullpen. Michael Grove, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Kopech, the hard-throwing right-hander, up as well.
Michael Kopech, Michael Grove warming up in the Comets bullpen. In case they are needed.
1 strike. Here's the pitch.
This
one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Comets, if they win today, win game 1, they will win the series. If not, they could end up possibly getting forced into a series split with the River Cats. That is swing and miss for a foul ball for strike 2, so it's 1-2 to count.
Swings through it for the strikeout.
Strike
Nice
3.
job out there as he gets them
Now in the inning.
1-2-3. So they scratch across a run on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. Midway here in the 10th.
1 run, no
River
hits,
Cats
and
lead it
none
2-1.
left. Last chance for the Comets. We go to the bottom of the inning.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer,
Number
Landon
65.
Roop, aiming to bounce back after blowing a save opportunity the last time out.
Landon Roop, the new pitcher for the River Cats, had a blown save his last outing.
Well,
He's
it's a
0-1.
one-run ball game.
We have a
And
place
now the
runner
first
at
baseman,
second as
Ryan
Ryan Ward's up with a
He's
home
a
run in the
yard in this
4th.
game.
David Bodie is the place runner at second. Pitch outside.
Ball 1.
After this game is over, we'll have your abbreviated post-game report, your Comets post-game report, that is. We'll recap the scoring, go over the score checks around the rest of the International, the PCL, and the Dodgers organization. Get you ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader. That's a line drive to left field. That's a base hit. That will no doubt score a run. We're tied at 2. And now the winning run is at second. RBI double for Ryan Ward. We're tied at 2, boys and girls.
Opportunities. That's exactly what he gave them with that knock. Plenty of options now. Armando Alvarez, now at the plate, 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts.
No, that's a ball.
That's ball 1. Alvarez could be the hero. 2-2 to count. River Cats win. They could possibly get a split. Here's a fly ball to right field. Caught. But that will advance the... Nope, runner will not advance the third. I was going to get ready to say, if he advances the third, now the winning run is 90 feet from home plate.
And now it's going to be Nick Biddison.
Nick Biddison's up 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a flyout. One away in the 10th. It will be another blown save for Landon Root. There's a fly ball deep right field. Will be caught. Now the runner will head to third. Nope. Runner did not tag up to go to third. I thought for sure they would have tagged up because he did do a fly out. But now Aaron Broncho down their final out as far as trying to win the game is concerned. Series finale coming up after this game is done. That's low ball, or for strike one, I'm sorry. Broncho 300 average with runners in scoring position. 0-1, the pitch. Ground ball over the first. We are heading to the 11th.
A run, a hit, and a runner left aboard.
One run, one hit, one left. We head to the 11th.
2-2.
2-2.
Ready to go in the 11th inning. And now the DH, Matt Higgins.
Walked in the 3rd and the 5th, singled in the 8th. And Bosby is the place hit runner at 2nd. Runner will back out on the mound. First pitch. That's a fly ball heading foul. Do not remind me this is going to be the time where we go 19 innings. That's a line drive to center field. That's a base hit.
Now a long throw home.
Long throw home. Throw is not in time. It's an RBI single for Matt Higgins. And the River Cats back in front at 3-2.
That's a big lift to the rest of the lineup, and now they'll try to bring him around to score. No outs. Runner at first. Next to hit, Luis Matos.
Now bring up Luis Matos.
Swing and a foul straight back.
Fouled away, strike one. 1 for 4 with a single tonight for Matos. If you just joined us, this is only game 1 of a doubleheader. We still have another one to play here, folks. I hope you get your money's worth on YouTube because you're definitely going to get your money's worth tonight.
Under it.
And there's the first out of the 11th.
Now batting, catcher Tom Murphy.
As you look back at that home run that Tom Murphy had. First pitch. Down low for a ball.
1 ball.
3-2 River Cats in the 11th. It is, by the way, game 1 of our doubleheader. We still have another game to play here, folks, so do not leave this channel. We still have one more game to play. So I hope you guys are excited for a second 9-inning contest.
That one fouled off. One-two pitch.
1-2. Inside ball 2.
And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He strikes out for the third
strikeout
time.
For the second out.
Next up for the
Restart Grotterol.
Bryce
Will not get a save opportunity because, well, this is not a save opportunity, unlike the one against Salt Lake.
No.
Slow ball
Higgins,
1.
runner at first with 2 out. One pitch fouled
It's
away.
fouled away.
Hit hard.
There's a
That gets
line
through.
drive. That's going to be a base hit. The inning is going to, however,
They saw the lead runner
continue.
at second, now 2 on with 2
Now
outs.
batting.
And
Right
he should be
fielder,
feeling
Grant
better now that he's notched his first hit in this game.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great swing he put on that pitch. Stepped through
And that will
and
do it for
smacked
Grotterall.
hard the other way through the infield. That's a good advanced approach. Manager out of the dugout, time to make a change. Brewstar Grotterall will depart, and the line not closed yet, still responsible for the runners on base. Back with
Yeah,
the
that's
pitcher
going to be a
after
tough
this.
loss for the Comets if they lose
So they
this
turn
game,
things
as
over
now
to
Michael Kopech is the new pitcher.
Has to collect quick outs and keep the team within striking distance.
Do not know who's going to be the winning pitcher. I already know both starters will figure a no decision tonight. It's Kopech's first pitch to McCray is up high for ball 1. 1 for 3 with a single. If you just joined us, don't forget SmackDown is going on live on my channel.
2 outs, runners at
We're in the
first and
11th inning of a 3-2 River Cats game, and oh, by the way, we still have another game to play after this. Keep that in mind. Oh, you boys and girls are going to get your money's worth tonight for baseball. We're going to get bonus baseball. Y'all just got your money's worth. I can guarantee you that, as that's down low for ball 3, as the walks are now becoming an issue for the Comets here tonight.
That's tough to hit at any level. Jairo Pomares to bat next.
Just don't know. They just need to get this last out. That's all they need, is get 1 out.
Inside corner
That's
at the
called
knees,
for a
that's
strike. Well, that's a
Good fastball
start.
placement.
3-2 River Cats here in the 11th. We're in extras.
And that'll load the bases.
Low ball 4.
Now batting. The left
The
fielder.
walks have been an issue tonight for the Comets pitching staff, as Yaro Pomares, who started at second base in this inning. Inning started with him placed at second. Higgins grounded to center, which Bosby scored. Matzos popped out. Murphy struck out. Eldridge grounded for a single. And now McCray has walked. Right now we have 14,926. That's a fly ball to left field. That will finally end the inning. But the River Cats get
So
a
one run
run.
in the inning on this base hit. And the home team's
An
down the line.
RBI. A run on 2 hits, 1 walk, 3 left. Bottom of the 11th. Last chance for the Comets.
We're in extras here. Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma.
And that'll be Chris Aline. Broncho will be the pinch runner, or the runner at
City,
second.
Bubba Aline.
Roop is up. Hopefully this will be a save opportunity, as that's swinging a miss, strike 1.
0-1. Batter has to be thinking about moving the runner at second.
So
to
we may
third.
end up having
Something
20
back up
innings,
in that
maybe
corner
more
right
in
field
Game
should
2.
get
We'll
it there.
see.
And the tying run
Like
at
to get
second.
this game over, so we can talk about this game here tonight, as that's
That
low ball
backdoor
1.
radio was awfully close. I think he may go to it again later in the AB.
As the Comets just struggling trying to throw strikes. Swinging a miss, strike 2. Speaking of strikes.
1-2.
And now the 1-2.
That's down low. The runner, however, does not advance.
Out to center.
That's a line drive to center field. That will be caught, so that will
Runner tags at second.
advance the
And
runner to
makes
the
it
third.
with 1 away.
Now batting. Catcher Hunter Fiducia.
So digging in, Hunter Fiducia. Hitting at the bottom of the order, not a lot of success at the dish lately, but
Yep.
could start to move up with a good performance
He
in a
is
big
the one.
moment like this.
Let's see, first pitch for Root.
There's
Called for a strike.
Challenge pitch right down Main Street, and he got the take, so he's ahead 0-1.
Let me see, is he on the line for... Root got his second blown save. And Grotto does not get a blown save, but Gamboa gets his first blown save.
Nice pitching. The 0-1 offering.
That's fouled away.
The tying run just 90 feet away.
Well, the good thing is the kiddos are finally out of school. That's outside.
Impeccable discipline to lay off of that one. Wow.
One, two, the count. Next pitch. Fouled away. Also, I failed to mention this. We welcome everybody on Sportsnet LA watching tonight's games.
Missed inside.
Outside, ball two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Comets down to their final out of the
Now
the
the
infielders
center
can move
fielder.
back a bit.
Way.
A lot of ways to get that third out and keep the runner from scoring.
Comets down their final out here in the
So it's
11th.
their last chance of the ball game.
And now bring up Postway. They pull a 0 for 4 tonight. First pitch. Outside, ball one.
No strike.
Strikeout, flyout, and 2 groundouts here in the game. One 0. Next pitch for Root. Down low in the dirt, ball two.
That one close. Could have been dangerous. Here comes the 2-0.
Pitch. Check swing. That's called for a ball.
No, held up.
He held up. It's ball 3. 3 balls in a row for Root.
Let's see if he gives
3-0.
him anything to swing at here. Right
Called
down
for
the
a strike.
3-1.
Comets down their final 2 strikes here in the 11th.
This one
That's
shot down the
ground ball over the first in time to end the game. Comets fall 3-2 to Sacramento.
Final score.
No runs, no hits, and a runner left in the 11th for the Comets. And the Comets cannot hold on to leads and get another loss. But this one at home to the River Cats. 3-7-1 for the River Cats, 2-3-0 for the Comets. Sacramento in game number 2 of this series going for the split. And guess what? We still have another game to play here, folks. We'll take a commercial break, a little commercial break while I get some ice. When we come back, we'll begin the abbreviated Comets postgame reports. This is OKC Comets Baseball, presented by Courtyard by Marriott. Comets fall 3-2 here in Game 1 in 11 innings as the Comets just could not get balls and could not get strikeouts, keep getting balls. And they fall here in Game 1 of this doubleheader by a final score of 3-2. 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors for the River Cats. They left a total of I'm going to check here. They left a total of 9 runners on base. So it's 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors, 9 runners left on base for the River Cats. For the Comets, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 1, 2, They left 4 runners on base, so Comets left 4 runners, River Cats 9. Winning pitcher Landon Roop, who came in, 1 run. We had 1 hit for Roop, 1 strikeout, or actually I'll just do this here. So Roop, 1 run that was unearned on 1 hit, no walks, 1 strikeout. He's 1-1 on the year. Bruce Grotto will take the loss. Pitched an inning and 2/3. 2 runs, both unearned on 2 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. He falls to 1-2 on the game. There was no save here tonight as the River Cats take Game 5 of the series. So either the Comets will take 4 out of 6, or in their first meeting with the River Cats will earn a series split in the process. With the win, the River Cats improve their record to 21-29. The Comets fall to 32-18. But as I said before, and I'll say it again, we still have 1 more game to go. Let's take a look at the quick scoreboard around the International and the PCL real quickly before we kick off game number 2 of our doubleheader. We'll give you the starting lineups when I get back from using the restroom after we do the score checks, and also the Dodgers organization. Worcester beat Durham 10-4. Winning pitcher for the Red Sox was Hunter Dopkins. He's 4-4. The loss went to Mason Montgomery. He's 3-4. There was no save. RBIs for Jonathan Aranda and Dominic Keegan for the Bulls. Carson Simas, Roman Anthony, Tyler McDonald, Luis Ravilo for the Red Sox in the contest. We'll do it the interleague play second. We'll do the International League first, interleague play second, and PCL last. Lehigh Valley beat Buffalo 2-1. Winning pitcher was Joel Kunel. He's 2-2. The loss went to Easton Lucas. His first loss. He's 3-1. RBI for Josh Rivera for the Bison. And for the Iron Pigs, Oscar Masato and Leandro Padilla had home runs for the Iron Pigs in the contest. Rochester beat Syracuse 5-1. Winning pitcher for the Red Wings was Tyler Schoff. He's 3-1. The loss went to Matt Koranic. He's 3-2. Jeremy De La Rosa, Jose Tena, Andreas Chaparro, and Brady House had RBIs for the Red Wings. Sack RBI for Ryan Clifford for the Mets in the loss. Indianapolis beat Columbus 3-2. Winning pitcher Chase Shugart, he's 5-3. Ryan Roque, his 8th save on the year. The loss went to Tanner Burns. His first loss, he's 0-1. A 3-run homer for Billy Cook for the Indians in the contest. Gabriel Arias and Alex Mooney had RBIs for the Clippers in the loss. Toledo beat Iowa 6-3. Winning pitcher for the Mud Hens went to Kenta Mahia, he's 3-2. Brandon Hanafi, his first save on the year. The loss went to Trevor Richards. He's 2-5. Travis Janikowski, Vivo Bergeron, and Nicky Lopez had RBIs for the iCubs. Akil Badul hit a grand slam for the Mud Hens. Eddie's Leonard and Trey Cruz had RBIs for Toledo in the contest. We'll deal with the PCL last, by the way. Louisville beat Gwinnett 9-1. Winning pitcher for the Bats was Luis May. He's 4-4. The loss went to Dylan Dodd. He's 2-2. James Mazanek had a home run for the Stripers in the contest. Quincy McAfee had a 2-run homer for the Bats. Former Dodgers Edwin Rios had an RBI. Hector Rodriguez, Francisco Uberez, and Edwin Aurora had RBIs for Louisville in the contest. Jacksonville beat Memphis 7-5. Winning pitcher for the Jumbo Shrimp was Connor Giuseppe. He's 4-0. Xavier Curry's 14th save of the year. The loss for the Redbirds went to Drew Rum. He's 3-3. Matt Kobanak, Zach Levinson, Chase Davis had home runs. All three hit home runs for the Redbirds. Matt Mervis hit a 2-run homer for the Jumbo Shrimp. Shane Sasaki, Nathan Martorella, and Herbio Hernandez had RBIs for Jacksonville in the contest. Nashville beat Wilkes-Barre Scranton Wilkes-Barre 6-3. Winning pitcher for the Sounds went to J.B. Bukauskas. He's 3-3. Nick Mears, his 11th save. The loss went to Michael Arias. He's 1-5. Cameron Eden and Elijah Durham had home runs for the Rail Riders. Caleb Durbin, Brock Wilkins, Xavier Warren, and Vinny Caprera had RBIs for the Sounds in the contest. St. Paul beat Norfolk 8-7. As that's the last game for the International League. Michael Tompkins got his first win. He's 1-1. The loss went to Rosani Contreras. His first loss. He's 1-1. Or it was one. Was it 1-0? Yeah, it was 1. Okay, 1-1. Okay, say it right. Anyway, Heston Kjerstad, Asen Barger, and T.T. Bowens had home runs for the Tide. Ramos Urias had an RBI for Norfolk. Anthony Prado, Mike Ford homered for the Saints. Junior Severino and Brooks Lee had RBIs for St. Paul in the contest. For the Interleague series, Charlotte beat Round Rock 2-1. Winning pitcher was Hagen Smith. He's 1-1. His 14th save for James Karnichak. The loss went to Dean Acker. His first loss. He's 0-1. Home run for Trevor Halver for the Express in the contest. Matt Theus had a home run for the Knights, and Dominic Fletcher had an RBI for the Knights on what proved to be the winning difference in that contest. The other International League, Omaha beat Salt Lake 4-1. Tyson Guerrero got the winning bruise at 3-5. Sam Long, his second save. The loss went to Sam Aldergati. He's 2-3. Nick Prado hit a 2-run homer for the Storm Chasers out at the ballpark in America First Square. Tyler Tolbert and Luke Mahali had RBIs for the Storm Chasers. David Calabrese had the only RBI for Salt Lake in the loss. And now to the PCL, friends. Las Vegas beat Sugarland 9-6. Winning pitcher for the Aviators was Grant Holman. He's 1-4, his first win. TJ McFarland got his first save. The loss went to Rafael Montero, got his first blown save. Stephen Oker got his third loss. He's 1-3. There was no save. Home runs for Carlos Cortez, who hit two-run homers. CJ Alexander hit a solo shot for the Aviators. Brett Harris, Nick Kurtz, and Colby Thomas also had an RBI for the Aviators. Jacob Melton and Shea Whitcomb homered for the Space Cowboys. Brendan Rodgers, not the Brendan Rodgers I was friends with when he was still working at Harkins at the time, and Zach Short also had an RBI double for Sugarland in the contest. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers defeated the New York Mets 6-2. As the Dodgers get the win, Blake Snell gets the win and improves to 6-0. Tyler McGill, his sixth loss, he's 3-6. Teoscar Hernandez hit a 3-run homer for the Dodgers. Hai-Sung Kim had 2 RBIs for the Dodgers. Will Smith had an RBI for the Dodgers. And Tanner Scott picked up his 17th save on the year. Snell went 6 innings, 2 runs, 6 hits, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts. Jesse Winkle had 2 RBIs for the Mets, as McGill went 4 in the third, 4 runs, 6 hits, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts. Dodgers and Mets have split the first 2 games of the series. They will play on Sunday Night Baseball coming up during Game 2 of our doubleheader, which that will be coming up after we're done with Game 2. In the Dodgers minor league system, Double-A Tulsa finally win a series for once as they defeated the Springfield Cardinals 3-2. Justin Jarvis is winning. He improves to 3-3. Austin Love, the loss, falls to 5-2. Jose Cordoba had 2 RBIs for the Cardinals. Cody Hosey hit a home run for the Drillers. Ryan Velaldi had 2 RBIs for the Drillers. So we're going to take a quick commercial break as we get set for game number 2. Gavin Stone will start for the Comets. He's coming off a no decision on Tuesday, as he is 4-1 with a 3.94 earned run average. It will be Joey Lucchesi who will start for the River Cats, also figured in a no decision, as the Comets will either win the series or get a series split with the River Cats. We're going to take a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, while they get the field set up. We'll be back for Game 2 at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark right after this. You're listening to OKC Comets Baseball, presented by Heartland Flyer. And hello and welcome back to Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark for game number 2 here in Oklahoma City as we're getting ready for the starting lineups presented by H&H Shooting Sports. So Slavis Bisabe will lead it off for the River Cats in game 2. Hunter Bishop, the right fielder, will bat second. Luis Matos, the center fielder, will bat third. Tom Murphy, the catcher, bats fourth. Bryce Eldridge, the first baseman, batting fifth. Grant McRae, the DH, will bat sixth. Yario Pomares will bat seventh, the left fielder. Brent Ackerbach, the second baseman, batting eighth. Third baseman, Andrew Katchel, will bat ninth. Starting pitcher for the River Cats will be Joey Lachesi, 2-2 record at 3.83 earned run average. And for the Comets, leading off is Josue De Paula, the center fielder. Jordan Thomas, the shortstop, batting second. David Bodie, the third baseman, batting third. Ryan Ward, the first baseman, batting fourth, with Armando Alvarez, the DH, batting fifth. Nick Bibinson, the right fielder, bats sixth. Aaron Bruncho, the second baseman, bats seventh. Joe Hudson, the catcher, bats eighth. Chris Aline, the left fielder, will bat ninth. Starting pitcher for the Comets is Gavin Stone, 4-2 with a 3.94 earned run average. It's the series finale between the Comets and the River Cats. River Cats won game 1, 3-2 in 11 innings. See if the Comets can win 4 out of 6, or if Sacramento will take a series split. Game 2 will start in just a few seconds. And hello and welcome back to Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark as we're getting set for game number 2 between the Comets and the Sacramento River Cats here on 1340 The Game. 1340thegame.com or anywhere on your mobile device with a free iHeartRadio app. Also, welcome to everybody back on the Bally Sports Live and the MILB TV. I'm Dean DeVos here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back in our 1340 studios. It's game 2 of our doubleheader tonight. Comets and the Sacramento River Cats as the River Cats come into today's game.
Excited to be coming to you live from inside Riverboat Field. This game will feature AAA baseball from the Pacific Coast League. It's
32-18 for the Comets, 21-29 for the River Cats.
And now,
first pitch coming your way
Oklahoma
next.
City Comets.
Just about ready to roll here. And pitching in this game, Gavin Stone.
There's Gavin Stone.
You can see from the numbers that he's done a good job limiting opposing batters this
5
season.
no decisions, 5 decisions. You look at his
It's
stats.
not all about the strikeouts when you do that. You have to move your pitches around, mix speeds, and keep hitters off balance. He'll do well if he can execute like that in this one.
Bisabe, 220 average, 2 homers, 13.
Slavis Bisabe.
Slavis Bisabe. First pitch. Fouled away. We're back underway at 7:51 here in game number 2. I will put the timestamps of game 1 and game 2 in the description, so that way you don't know. Here's a fly ball to center field.
Under this one.
The Paula is under it, will make the catch for the first half to begin today's game. It is clear skies, 80 degrees, clear skies, winds blowing 10 miles an hour from left to right. Jerry Hillsdale, the home plate umpire. At first base is Kenny Jansen, Mike Fillmore at second, and third is Rusty Valentine.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 48, Hunter.
So digging in, Hunter Bishop.
Bishop. Batting left. You guys already know the jerseys by now. This pitch is down low for a strike.
1 ball, no strikes.
Comets all wearing home whites
Ball.
with the blue
2 balls, no
hats.
strikes.
River Cats in the
Yeehaw.
That's a sneaky pitch right
The,
there, down 2-0.
red-
A lot of hitters will sit
the,
fastball in that count, so a changeup can
crimson.
be extra effective.
I think it's crimson jerseys.
Left-handed batter
Crimsonish
waiting.
red jerseys with the white numbers
That one a little bit high.
and letters in
I'm
gray
sure he
pants
wanted
and
the strike
black
call
hats
up in
and
the zone there, but
crimson,
now that it was called a ball, he'll
brims.
have to adjust to deal with how the plate ump's calling
So that's
this.
basically, you already know. If you don't know how the jerseys go, you can watch game 1.
Foul
And here's
ball
a
there.
fly ball to right field. That's going foul. Comets lost game 1, 3-2 in 11 innings. Looking to avoid having to settle a series split, as that's fouled away. This is the series finale. We will see Sacramento again later in the year as we head to Southern Health Park for 9 games.
Payoff pitch.
We have 9 games
And
at
that's
Southern
ball
Health Park. That's ball 4. So the walks from game 1 that's carried over into game
Coming
number
up now
2,
to the
bringing
bench
up
for
Luis
Sacramento,
Matos.
Luis Matos. Doing a fine job at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak. Turned on, but
And
foul
that is
wide.
a fly ball fouled away. 162 average, 1 homer, 3 RBIs from Matos.
Runner at first, 1 away.
This score just underway here in game 2. 0-1
That's a ball.
outside.
1-1.
4 runs in the last 5 games for Matos, as the Comets and the River Cats are scoreless here in game 2 of the first inning. That's outside for
Not
ball
gonna entice a
2.
disciplined hitter to swing. Got to bring that slider closer to the plate. The 2-1 pitch.
2-1. Out of the
Pop
way.
foul out of play off to the right.
Two-two.
That
Swing
one
and a miss, strike 3 for the
finished the
second
punch
out of the inning.
Now at the plate, Tom Murphy.
Tom Murphy, who homered in game 1, fouled away
Swing
for
and a
strike
foul
1.
back, that's out of play.
235 average, 5 homers, 15 RBIs, batting right.
The 0-1 offering. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Strike
I have to say,
2.
he's got
0-2.
a live arm out there so far. Attacking the zone and doing it with good velocity, too. Set down on strikes.
Called for strike 3, though, in the
So
top
it's
of the
no
first.
runs
Nothing
on no
for the
hits,
River Cats.
no
1, 2,
errors,
3, they
and
go.
1 left. Bottom half of inning
Bottom of the
number 1
first.
coming up.
No score in game 2.
Welcome back. On the hill here today, Joey Lucchese. Keep an eye on this as the game goes on.
Joey Lucchese, who
Should
figured
be
a no
interesting to see
decision
how
on
he handles
Tuesday, the
righty
pitcher for the
batters in
River
this one.
Cats.
They've hit better than 300 against him this season. Maybe he needs to mix up his pitch sequences, locations, or speeds because they've teed off against him.
The leadoff
Got to
hitter
do
this
something to get them
afternoon,
off balance.
the center fielder,
Bottom of the first,
Josue.
and now the center fielder.
His
Josue
home runs,
De
18
Paul.
RBIs, 296 for Josue De Paula, batting left. Lucchese's first pitch of the afternoon. Here it comes. Called for a strike.
Here comes the 0-1.
Next pitch. That's a
Left
ground
the
ball,
other way,
heading foul.
ball.
Oh, 2.
And misses
That's
inside.
outside. Next 2 series, we're going to have first meetings of the seasons. of our first meeting with Las Vegas.
Next pitch is
It's
outside.
inside for ball 2.
2 strikes.
First meeting of the year with the Aviators, and then we'll be back home to host, I want to say, Reno. I think it would be Reno. I could be wrong. 3-2. Out of the way. We're back to a 1-inning game. 9-inning game, I should say, on Tuesday. As the Comets take on the Aviators. Depending on a schedule change, could be 1, could be 2. We'll have to see. Jordan Thompson is up. First pitch is outside. Batting .333. 1 homer, 1 RBI. Really struggled in game 1.
There's a
strike. Called for a strike. You folks are getting your money's worth with a double. 4 for 12 for Jordan Thompson in his last 3 games. That's a line drive, deep right field, and it is gone for a home run for Jordan Thompson, his second with Oklahoma City. And the Comets, like game 1, take a 1-0 lead, but this time in the first inning.
What a swing he put on that one, sending it over the wall in the opposite field gap. It takes a lot of power to hit it out in that territory. If he can repeat that swing, look out. 1 down. David Bodie
is up.
Not getting
inside
the
ball 1.
Results at the plate recently under the Mendoza
54 average, 7 homers, 15 RBI. It's batting right.
1-0 pitch.
1-0.
That one catches
for
the
strike.
For a strike. That's a beautiful backdoor breaking ball, and he had no chance at the plate. Great
3 RBI
pitch.
doubles in his last 5 games for Bodie. Pitch. There's a fly ball to right field. Right fielder under it will make the catch for the second out.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Ryan
Ward, 223 average, 8 homers, 23 RBIs, batting left.
And immediately fires a strike to the left-handed batter.
Next pitch.
And
a strike 2.
That sinking fastball looks really hittable out of the hand, but the late movement just makes it dive under the bat. Pitch misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
5.
Just a weak fly ball this time. Auerbach on the move. Swallows it up.
Makes the
That's
catch
out
in
number
the
3.
inning. Jordan Thompson's home run. Run on a hit, no errors, none left.
It's
Go to
now
second.
a
Comets
1-0
lead it.
ball
1-0.
game. If your life feels
Leading off
bananas
for
right now,
Sacramento,
find your
the first
inner peace
baseman,
with a visit to
Bryce
Bonobo Yoga.
Eldridge.
Yoga with the apes.
Bryce Eldridge. Look for Bryce. There he is, 231 average, 5 homers, 14 RBIs, batting left, first pitch.
Top half of the second from Oklahoma City.
Called for a strike.
That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. Right through there for a strike.
Called for a strike.
0-2.
Next pitch.
And
Eyeball 1.
What a take with 2 strikes.
Out of the way. Line drive to left field, base hit, first hit for the River Cats.
Runner aboard on the leadoff single. He was all
That
over
is
that
it.
one.
The
Did well to
designated
see
hitter,
that fastball
Brand
off the outside edge and go with it,
McRae.
punching it to the opposite field. And now the DH, Grant McRae.
Brent McCray is up. First pitch is
And
called
that
for a
pops in
strike.
for a strike. McRae measures 6'2", 190 pounds, and while he's usually in the outfield, today he's the designated hitter. Eldridge takes his lead at first.
253, 2 homers, 7 RBIs. That's the average, by the way. Next pitch. Fouled away.
And fouls one off.
Next pitch.
Ball.
In the dirt.
This one's in the dirt. That just missed.
2-2.
Two.
2-2.
Hard contact. This
That's a line drive to deep right field, and it is gone as the River Cats take the lead on a 2-run homer for McRae, his third of the game, and it's 2-1 Sacramento here in the second.
2-1. That was a nice, patient approach in that at-bat. He let some bad pitches go, found one he liked, and didn't miss. Stepping to the plate for Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Pomares.
Yaro Pomares. First pitch.
That's a ball.
It's outside. 276 average, 4 homers, 19 RBIs, batting left.
Nobody out with a pair of runs scoring in the frame. Here in the top of the second. Next offering is down low.
That's a ball.
Ball 1. Comets will be off Monday. We'll be back on Tuesday. Pitch. Down low, ball 3. Brent Hour back on deck.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Batting 8.
Digging in for the River Cats.
That's a base hit, so yeah.
And a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play.
First pitch for Stone. That's a fly ball to the right field. That's foul. Pitch. Up for a strike.
It's a strike. And it's 0-2.
Pitch. Fouled away.
Foul ball, so he stays alive. Runner at first, nobody out.
Yep, runner at first, 2-1 River Cats.
Good eye on that pitch.
Ball.
That changeup
Yep,
just
ball
missed.
2.
I'm not sure how he took that with 2 strikes.
Next pitch.
That misses
That's
the zone.
high.
The count now 2-2.
2 balls,
2-2.
2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike offering. Another coming up. Nobody out and a runner at first. Spoils that one. It remains 2-2.
Pitch out of the way.
Keeps the AB going with the foul ball.
Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the New York Mets tonight. See how they go tonight.
2-2. Here's the pitch.
2-2.
On the
Pitch.
ground.
That's a good base hit, and the inning's going to continue still with nobody out.
Second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Andrew.
Next up for the River Cats, Andrew Pachel.
First pitch is called for a ball.
1-0.
236 average for Catchell, no homers, 9 RBIs. Did not play in game 1 earlier tonight. Last appearance was last night. 1-0.
Fly ball.
That's a fly ball to left field. And there is the first out. Here in the second.
Now batting, the shortstop, Oslevis Basabe.
Oslevis Basabe is up.
Coming up now to the dish for
Blew
Sacramento.
out his first time up.
Basabe. And the pitch is in for a strike.
Called for a strike. 27 pitches for Stone in this inning.
Right there. Stole a strike.
Boy, the Comets have got to get something going to see if they can try to get some outs. Because they've really been struggling as the next pitch is high. They've really been throwing more balls than they have strikes.
This one is labeled.
Labeled to deep left field. This is trouble. That's a base hit. That scores a run. Here comes another run. And it's not in time. It's a 2 RBI double for Basabe, and it's 4-1 River Cats here in the second.
Up a couple of ribbies. Good rip down the line there. As soon as it fell in fair territory, it was pretty
Basabe really got it fair, and I knew that was going to be trouble. Right there. Yeah, that's clearly fair.
1 out, runner at second base. Hunter Bishop
Still 1 out in the second.
Trip to the plate. Check swing.
That's a check swing for a strike. It's just frustrating, you know, the Comets really was hoping to get a series win. Now they're in danger of possibly getting a series split. Outside ball 1.
1 out with a runner at second.
It's just not been the Comets' day today. I can guarantee you that for sure.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
3 for the second out.
Here's the center field.
Luis Montes struck out his first time up.
Matos.
Comets trailing 4-1 to the River Cats here in the second. By the way, this is game 2 of a doubleheader. River Cats won game 1, 3-2 in 11. Pitch. Low.
Runner at second with 2 down.
That's a ground ball. All right, over the first to end the inning. But not before the River Cats did some damage right there. 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 walk, and none left. Maybe 1 left. Bottom of the second coming up. River Cats lead at 4-1 over the Comets.
Midway through the second. Sacramento with the lead, 4-1.
Sacramento
looking to get a series split here tonight.
Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City,
It's Armando Alvarez. 195 average, 5 homers, 15 RBIs, batting right. First pitch for Lucchesi. 0 for 4 last in game 1 for Alvarez.
Ball.
That one in the dirt.
It's in the dirt, ball 2. So the person who said that, he's happy Cletus wrecked, he just made the list on Twitter saying that I'm happy that Cletus McFarland wrecked. And I thought to myself, you just made the list, as that's ball 3, Nick Vivenson on deck. It's really kind of stupid somebody would say that about a driver on social media these days. And that's why I said you just made the list.
And quickly one away in the second inning. And the next batter, Nick Biddison.
Do not know if I will watch Saturday Night Main Event. We'll see.
Ball 1.
It's going to depend what time, A, I get home from work, and B, what time I'm going to start doing NXT Heat Wave tomorrow. Lucchesi's next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Comets will be off until Tuesday as they take on Las Vegas, an 8:35 first pitch.
He hits a fly to center.
There's a fly ball to center field. Center fielder will catch it for the second out of the inning.
Batting 7th, the second baseman, Aaron.
Coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City, Aaron Bracho.
Down. Ball.
2 outs, bases empty.
I mean, we may get score checks, we may not. We'll see.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Textbook pitching. Slowed him down.
Called for a strike.
Blew the fastball by him after he
2 balls and a
adjusted to the
strike.
low velo.
River Cats going for a series split. Comets trying to win 4 out of 6 in the first meeting of the series, as that's outside ball 3. Joe Hudson
2
on
down
deck.
and nobody aboard. Bottom half of the second inning. Next pitch in for a strike.
That's called for a strike.
Counts full.
We'll see what happens. Next pitch. That's fouled
Gets a
away.
piece there, we'll do it again.
West Michigan has not announced anything as far as High 8 Great Lakes' game from,
And
I
now
want
a
to
full
say,
count offer.
Wednesday's game
Ground ball
2.
to short. Basabe. Play made. That ends the inning. They go down
Now in the inning. 4-1 River Cats as the Comets go down in order. Oh, and I just got Ward. Well, thank God I got
We move on
Ward.
to the third inning.
The,
Played for Sacramento, Tom Murphy.
So I just found out, due to rainouts earlier in the week, tomorrow, as of this taping, Great Lakes will play a doubleheader against West Michigan to make up a game from Wednesday. So that answered my question. 4-1 River Cats.
I don't know how you catch up to that one.
When you look at scores, right now in the real life River Cats Comets series, Sacramento leads 6-3 heading into the 4th.
And that's off the inside edge.
inside.
Now 1-2. So he got ahead 0-2, but way off the mark with the heater.
So that's outside ball
He
1.
sees that the pitcher wants to use the fastball to punch him out. He needs to be ready and not
Take a look
get
at the
beat.
scores right
The
now.
batter looking for the K.
Round Rock all over Charlotte's 12-8 as they head to the bottom of the 5th.
Bryce Eldridge, getting
Unless
ready
it
to hit.
hasn't been
Singled
updated
and
yet.
scored the first time around.
Nope, I'm correct. It's in the bottom of the 5th. Omaha and Salt Lake are tied 4-4 in the second over at the ballpark out of America First Square. Reno and Albuquerque already underway.
Bodie to first. First two batters gone in the top of the third.
Now batting, designated hitter Grant McCray.
Sacramento's parent club, the San Francisco Giants,
He's already homered in this ball game.
shut out the Washington Nationals 4-0. Landon Roop, who, by the way, got the win in Game 1 of this doubleheader, got the win for the Giants. Mackenzie Gore, the former El Paso player, got the loss. And there's the inning. No runs. No runs.
We move on to the bottom of the third.
1, 2, 3 go to the Comets. We go to the fourth. 4-1 River Cats. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the River Cats. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors for the Comets.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the catcher, Joe Hudson.
Hudson.
See who scored for the Giants.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Willie Adams. Willie Adams. Wilmer Flores. On RBIs. Here's a ground ball to base hit for the Comets. They're second.
And the leadoff hitter aboard.
So Adams, Bailey, and Flores had RBIs. Patrick Bailey, to be more specific.
The next inning.
Giants and Nationals will play tomorrow.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
And that game will start at 3:05 Central. Los Angeles Dodgers in real life are in a rain delay against the New York Mets. That is no score in the top of the third, as they are currently in a weather delay. So do not know what kind of decision they're going to do, whether or not that game will be suspended and we'll pick up tomorrow.
1 and 2.
I mean, we'll have to wait and see. Well, and just answered my question. They will resume in 15 minutes from now.
Hudson on at first with nobody out.
4-1 River Cats here in the third.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got it. One gone, bottom of the third inning. And now the center fielder, Josue De Paula. First at bat was a strikeout.
Josue De Paula, as we go back to the top of the order. Struck out his first time up. That's a ground ball. That's going to be a base hit.
And the lead runner puts on the brakes at second.
Let me also look at some MLB scores while we're at it. I know we're going to probably do score checks. What time we're going to do MLB score checks is going to be to be determined, because that's going to depend on whether or not how I feel as Jordan Thompson homered his first time up, batting right.
The 0-1
First
from the left.
0-1, next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. It's going to depend how I feel after WARC.
Usually a sinker is designed to get ground outs, but he gets batters to swing and miss at it. Runners at first and second with one gone.
Sean Art's team, the Texas Rangers, trailing the Chicago White Sox 3-1 in the top of the sixth in a challenge by the Texas Rangers. That's strike 3 for the second out of the inning. And David Bodie flew out his first time up.
Bodie.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Clearly he's confident in his breaking ball in this one.
I think I made the right call, as here's the next pitch is outside. I probably made the right call not watching the
The,
2 outs, runners at
do
first
not
and second.
remind me, please.
Ball.
This is a critical moment for this pitcher. With the runners on base, you have to be wise with
That's
where you
outside.
put your pitches, or you could see some runs coming in.
Next pitch for Lucchesi. That's fouled away. Texas Rangers now in the bottom of the 6th as they did lose their challenge.
2-2 pitch. And he hits a ground ball to the
That
right side.
is fouled
And it
away.
goes just foul. First and second.
Sean
2
Art's
down.
team, the Round Rock Express, who we were just talking about, as they're up 12-8 in the 5th.
And that's just foul.
Check the Dodgers minor league system in real life.
Here comes the 2-2 offering. That one
Count is
missed.
full.
As that's a full count. Ryan Ward on deck with 216 average with runners in scoring position for Ward. Double-A Tulsa leading against Springfield 6-3 in real
Payoff
life.
pitch. Ground ball to second base. And that's the third out. 2 left on. We move on to inning number 4.
Inning number
Sacramento
4.
ahead in this
That's the
game,
inning.
4-1.
So that was no runs on a couple of hits, no errors, and 2 left. Go to the 4th. River Cats still lead
Back to
Leading off.
Oklahoma
4-1.
City.
4 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the River Cats. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Comets.
Pomares.
That one finds the zone.
I will
That's
need to
strike
mention,
one.
we'll
Not a
mention
great
something
outing so
later, and
far.
I don't want to
No
mention it
runs
now.
allowed in 3 frames. He'll need to be efficient from here on to work much deeper into this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss late on that one. Strike 2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
And now 1 and
That's a
2.
ball.
Fights it off. We'll see another. One-two offering. Fights the 2-strike pitch off to the right.
Yeah.
Soft roller in front of home. It's there,
He's
1
gone.
away.
1 away.
The batter, number 9. Second baseman, Brett Auerbach.
Next up for the River Cats, Brett Auerbach. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. This one is in there. Strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Michael Grove.
Just found out, and I don't know if Sean, if you're aware about this. I found out that Portland Reading's April 27th game was canceled, and I don't understand what the reason was for.
The high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Popped up. That's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Andrew Cachel.
Now the third baseman, Andrew Cachel.
That's
Close,
a ball.
doesn't get the call.
1 ball. No strikes. Ball. 2-0.
That one,
That's
95
a
miles
ball.
an hour, but missed up top.
Oh, I see.
That just missed. Walked the batter on 4 pitches.
I see why. Thanks for the explanation.
Issues a walk to the number 9 hitter.
So both teams exceeded the number of double headers. Okay, I see why. I think it's a dumb rule, if you ask me. As Wasabi Spasabe is 1 for 2 tonight. Flew on the first double in the second. I think it's a dumb rule, don't y'all think?
Oh and 1.
The 0-1.
Nope.
With the two-seamer in there, that sets up the pitcher to throw him the slider away. That's a lot of territory he's got to cover at the plate.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Or 1 River Cats here in the 4th. 2-2 the count. The next pitch for Stone. Outside ball 3.
With the runner moving here, the batter
So the April 27th game between the Portland Sea Dogs and the Reading Fighting Phils was canceled because they exceeded the amount of double headers, which I think, like I said, is a dumb rule after all, in my honest opinion.
Battling here, fouls it away.
But that's just me.
Kachel leading off first with 2 away.
Yep.
Swings and misses, goes down on strikes.
That's strike 3 to end the inning. No runs, a hit, and a runner left. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It is 4-1 River Cats. Let's see what the YouTuber will say about that.
Welcome back.
Leading
The Comets at the dish in the bottom of the 4th.
Ryan Ward.
This outing has gone well for him so far.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because he's thrown better than 70% of his first pitches for strikes. That certainly helps.
Yeah, Sean.
Hit hard, but foul
Yes.
to the left.
Or Senor Sean watching Friday Night SmackDown.
And the count 1-2.
That's down low ball 1. I had a rough day at work. I know you touched the trucks and cars.
Are very tempting.
I just don't know what's been happening with me recently as that's found a way. Look, it's nothing to do with you guys on Discord. I'm just going to say that. And it's nothing to do with anybody on Facebook. It's nothing to do with that's called for strike 3, which that should have been ball 2. It's just as Armando Alvarez struck out his first time up. It has nothing to do with the roommates. It has something to do with what's been going on with me personally. Like I said, Senor, it has nothing to do with you or anybody on the Discord. I'm just going to say that. So, if there's anybody you can blame, there's nobody to blame but myself. And it's nothing you guys did. It's just something has been bothering me, and like I said, it has nothing to do with y'all. That swung on a miss for a fastball for strike 2. So let me read you what this rule is. This is, by the way, going back to the reading.
Here's the 0-2 pitch.
The reading Portland April 27th game that was canceled. It says the change is the result of the two teams exceeding the number of doubleheaders, which, by the way, that's for any team across minor league, that are permitted to play within a 7-day window. So Portland's April 27th game will not be made up as a result of that. That goes for all teams. That does not just for Reading and Portland. It goes for all teams. But as I said, as that's fouled away, and that's for a full count. But as I said this back in the season opener against Sugarland, we will cover all of the games, regardless of or not if it's canceled or postponed.
And that's a walk.
As that's ball 4. First walk for the River Cats between this doubleheader, and now bring up Nick Bibitson. Of course, I will be continuing my work week tomorrow, as that's a base hit.
And that is going to bring the tying
I'll bring up the tying run to the plate.
Now batting, the second baseman.
So I will continue my work week tomorrow, which will be another 11:30 start tomorrow morning. So the good thing for me is that for the NSCRA, it's only the Duracell Cup Series this week. No lights. The lights are off. That's a ground ball. That's going to get past the second baseman for the base hit. And that is safe for an RBI single for Broncho, and it's 4-2 River Cats. And of course, Sean's got to work tomorrow. But Sean is going to be off before me.
Just put it in play and hope it finds a hole like it did on that grounder.
Sean and I have to war. In fact, I don't get to watch. I'm probably not going to be watching any racing this weekend.
This one the other way.
So that's another base hit. Another run scores. It bounces all the way to the wall. Here comes another run. And we're tied at 4. Throw to third in time. He tried to go all the way to third, but this game is tied just like that. If he would have just stayed at second, it would have been an RBI double, no problem. Instead, he tried to stretch out for third. The throw was in time. He will get credit with the 2 RBI double, though. And we're tied at 4 just like that. That's fouled away.
We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Already 3 runs have
4th,
scored this inning.
4-4 tie. This game is going to be just like Game 1, where it's only... that was a nice catch in the 4th. I'll get back to what I was going to say in a minute.
Diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire
But the Comets
time to go hit.
got a nice chunk of runs. 3 runs in that inning alone. So it is 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 walk, none left. We go to the 5th in a 5-4 deadlocked.
Now pitching.
We're back, and there's a new
Michael Grove is the new pitcher. So for the second game in a row, we are going to have only the bullpen figure a decision. Well, Michael Grove did not pitch last night. Or in Game 1, excuse me. Hunter Bishop walked his first time up, batting left. So Gavin Stone will for the second start in a row, 1 for 3 with a single in Game 1 for Bishop. So Gavin Stone for second start in a row will figure a no decision.
Executed backdoor slider, and that's such a tough pitch to hit. It takes a very patient approach from the hitter to stay back long enough to put the barrel on it.
Next pitch for Grove.
Swings through it.
It's called for a strike.
He may need to choke up or start that front foot sooner to catch up to this stuff.
Or actually, I'm going to move NXT Heatwave to the regular scheduled date, which is the one on Sunday.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I'm probably not missing the truck race, am I? I know Sean's watching SmackDown. I know that for sure.
Fights that one off. We'll reset and do it again.
Four 4 here in the 5th. Next pitch for Grove. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for the first out in the 5th.
Now batting. The
Luis Matos digs in now.
Matos.
Liner, base hit.
That's another base hit for the River Cats.
So one on now with one away. No time wasted here. That one might as well have been placed.
This is about to be a
right down the middle, a
hitter deal
dream and a pitcher's nightmare. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Tom Murphy. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Quick check on the runner at first.
That's the first disengagement here in game 2. Uh-oh. Matos. Oh, no. Matos is going to be out of the game. Oh, no.
So a substitution needed at first because of the injury. Entering as the pinch runner, Carter Howell.
Carter Howell's going to come in. Oh, no. Matos is out with an injury.
And we talked about this, what happened with Alex Freeland, why he's out for a long time, because he hurt his knee in the last home series. It was against El Paso, because he missed the entire Albuquerque series. He's missed about 2 of the 3.
On a line for a base hit. Lead runner turns at second.
As that's going to be first and third. Runners at the corners with 1 away here in the 5th.
That one was right down the middle.
Oh, boy.
As soon as it left his hand. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge.
Bryce Eldridge. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. So Matos is out of the game.
Howell on third. Murphy at first, 1 out.
Ball. 1-1.
One to count. Next pitch.
And that
On
hit
first strike.
97 on the gun. In this spot, he knows he has to execute. Looking for either a strikeout or a double play.
Oh boy. We've been live for a while.
Here's the 1-2 offering.
2 hours ago. Damn, we're getting our money's worth, folks. That's called for a strike.
That's an opportunity missed.
2 away here in the 5th.
Back, a ground ball probably brings in a run and gives them the lead. Now they need a base hit instead if they want to move ahead. Next is the designated hitter, Grant McCray. Already a homer.
Oh, SmackDown's already done. My SmackDown was an hour and 32 minutes. Grant McCray.
Runners at the corner.
1-1 to count. 2-run homer in the second, flew out in the third of game 2. Wonder if Sean and I are probably going to wait until tomorrow to do sport checks. I probably think that would be a better idea.
2 runners left,
if you know what I mean.
Square at 4 apiece.
That is the 5th for the River Cats. They get no runs on 2 hits and a runner left. So we go to the bottom of the inning.
Bottom half of the 5th,
and
the Comets
the
bat.
center fielder.
4-4 tie here in the bottom of the 5th.
The best approach
Comets in the River Cats wrapping up their first meeting of the season. That's another base hit, so the Comets have wasted no time to get a base hit going.
That was over in a hurry. Efficient way to get a hit. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get a hit. And with good speed on first, they have some options about how to attack. Digging in, Jordan Thompson. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
I see Sean did lose, but I'll give Sean the benefit of the doubt after pulling off a major comeback.
Swing and a pop-up foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. That's the kind of pitch he likes to hammer a bit away so he can extend the arms. This time, though, he wasn't quite able to square it up. Step off, throw to first.
Yep, throw to first is safe.
Here comes the 1-1.
1-1.
And that's in there at the knees.
Ball first strike.
Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. Runner at first, nobody out.
That's the ball.
Rolls away a little bit.
2-2.
That's 2-2 the
And the runner
count.
stays put. 2-2 now. That's a line shot for a base
It's a line shot for a base hit.
Lead runner holds up there at
So
first and
runners at
second,
first and
nobody
second.
out.
Now
Back-to-back
batting,
singles.
the third
Great
baseman,
job to
David.
step through that.
Now we're up David Bodie.
Away for a knock. That's the kind of thing hitters work on consistently, and he's turning that work into in-game success. Manager out of the dugout, time to make a change. Joey Lucchese done for the afternoon. And it's going to be a start
So Joey
you'd like to get a redo on.
So Joey Lucchese is done, and just like Game 1, we'll figure a no decision tonight.
Now pitching for
So out of the
Sacramento.
pen comes the right-hander, Miguel
39.
Diaz.
As Miguel Diaz, the new pitcher, 1-2 record, 23rd game, and there's the rest of his
To score runs
stats.
against him. Nobody out, first and second here. Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, David Bodie.
David Bodie is up.
Yeehaw!
Up for a strike. Right now, NBA action, Game 2, Pacers and Knicks tied at 70 in the third quarter.
Swing
And Sean will keep you updated on that game when we get a chance to do score checks.
Runners at first and second, and nobody out. Foul ball, still 0-2.
I'll probably just edit the title Games 50 and 51, so yeah. Hopefully everybody enjoyed Friday Night SmackDown. As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, so that's another base hit.
Coming around third.
That will score a run,
Runner scores, and they have the lead.
and they take a 5-4 lead on an RBI single by David Bodie.
Didn't get overwhelmed. He choked
You
up
missed
a
the
bit.
announcement
That one into the outfield for a
that
base
I
hit.
just said, with the fact that my stupid
And now the
Twitch
first
did not
baseman,
save my
Ryan Ward. First and
pay-per-view
second
for
with
Money in the
nobody
Bank.
out.
Unfortunately, you wouldn't get to see
Stevens is
Money in the
hunting
Bank. However, I did post a video of the
No ball.
results of Money in the Bank, so
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Action in the pen down there.
No ball,
Number
2
35
strikes.
appears to be getting loose.
Evan
Jelly
Gates,
getting cranked up
Sean
as well.
Jelly warming up in the River Cats bullpen.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Runs it up to 96
Called for a
to
strike.
report the K.
Now batting, the
Stepping
designated
in,
hitter,
Armando Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Alvarez 0 for 1 today.
Swing and a miss. It's 1-1.
That's called for a
Swing and miss is
strike.
a blessing in disguise.
185 average with
If he
runners
had
in
made
scoring
contact,
position. Struck out in the second, walked in the
probably would've been a
fourth.
double play ball.
5-4 Comets in the fifth.
1-1.
In the dirt, but blocked. No action on the bases. The count even at 1.
Ball.
Not getting over-aggressive in this moment. He's doing a nice job of shrinking the zone and forcing the pitcher to come to where he can hammer it.
Yeah. That's fouled away.
Thompson, the lead runner at second. Bodie over at first with one away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Next pitch.
That's down and in.
It's down low, ball 3. Nick Bibinson on deck.
To bat next. Runners at first and second with one out.
So I will definitely miss all of the racing this weekend, which is fine because Monaco I really don't care because that track sucks and I don't know why they don't replace it.
This one up. Makes the grab, there's 2 gone.
As that's 2 away, by the way.
Empty from an AB where he had a chance to do damage. Tough break.
The right fielder, number 6, Nick Bidison.
Coming up
Nick
to the dish
Bidison
for
is up.
Oklahoma City, Nick Bidison.
After this game 2 is over, we'll have your Comets full post-game report.
Hard liner.
That's a liner, but it's going foul. We'll recap the scoring.
Strike 2.
0-2.
Ground ball up the middle.
That's a ground ball, and everybody is safe.
Loads the bases.
No play. That will be a base hit. That will load the bases up. And now bring up the dangerous hitter, Aaron Broncho. Ground out in the second, single to fourth. Last time the bases were loaded at home, Broncho hit a grand slam.
Wide open. Next to hit, Aaron Broncho. And that drops in for a strike.
That's called for a strike.
Bases loaded, 2 down. And a big swing and a miss. Quickly in a 2-strike count. We'll see
I need to send this to Sean. Sean's going to look at me and go, "Excuse me, Danny, what the flip is this?"
0-2, here's the pitch. It's ball 1.
So we have a Spartanburger mascot and a female parakeet. You can't make this shit up like Jimmy McMurray, y'all.
And a swing and a miss. They let
Yep,
the
swing and a
damage.
miss.
Very fired up after that and completely understandable. Great job to make some key pitches and get out of a tough inning. On to the top half
Leading
of
off
inning
for
number 6.
Sacramento.
Here's the left
That's
fielder,
the-
Jairo Pomares.
Ira Pomares. So the Comets. Yeah, as I didn't see the end of the inning. So it was 1 run, 4 hits, 3 left. Okay, that's what it was. Top of the 6th. Down low ball 1. 0 for 5 with a strikeout in game 1 for Pomares. And that will be a foul ball. Unless it's caught, and it is not going to be caught. Aline went to dive, but could not make the catch. As here's the next pitch.
Fouled off left
That's fouled away. I want to say thank you to Buffalo Wild Wings for sponsoring tonight's game. And also
1-2 pitch.
Sweetheart Ropes, who will be your post-game report. As that's
in the
popped
air on
up.
the infield, Bodie.
Odie will be under it to make the catch, and there's the first out of the 6th. So neither starter going to figure a decision here in game 2.
Brett Auerbach getting ready to
Brent
hit.
Auerbach 1 for 2 with a single. Final game of this first meeting between the River Cats and the Comets. Comets will be back on Tuesday to face the Aviators at 8:35. First pitch. Do not know who will be starting for both the Comets or the Aviators.
Oklahoma City up by a run. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
As we're now in the 6th inning. That's called for a strike. So we have 1 out in the 6th. I'll go with the final line score for both starters. This pitch is down for a strike. Next pitch.
Punches
Out of the
that
way.
one away with 2 strikes. Spoils that one. It remains 2-2.
I knew Sean was going to say, "What the bleep is that?"
Pitch in the dirt.
Got a full count.
Hatchel on deck.
On the ground to third. Bodie.
With a first for the second out.
2 outs opening up the top of the 6th inning.
Now batting, third baseman Andrew Cachel.
We will complete.
Third baseman Andrew Cachel.
After this inning, we've already completed 17 innings tonight. First pitch for Grove. There's a line drive. This will be trouble, but it's not, and now in the end.
And that'll do it.
River Cats down in order.
Oklahoma City on top here.
5-4 River Comets. Hudson Aline DePaula due up.
Home half of the
Leading it
6th.
off,
Digging
the
in for the
catcher,
Comets, Joe Hudson.
Joe Hudson.
Set.
2 for 2, single in the 3rd, double in the 4th. Did not play in game 1. His last appearance was last night. That's base hit.
Next up for the Comets, Bubba Aline. Positively robbed of a base hit the last time up. And the first
That's a
pitch
ball.
misses for ball 1.
Next pitch for Diaz. Fouled
Late
away.
swing, foul to the left.
So we'll recap the scoring. One last look around the
That one in.
rest of the
And
organizations. Present the play of the game and a preview Tuesday. And after we recap the scoring and go over the games for the
Now 2-2.
Dodgers organization.
Hudson on at first, no outs.
Definitely no outs.
Right side.
As that's
Oh,
ground
great
ball
stuff.
caught over to
Is the
first.
throw.
And
Safe
it's
at
off
first
the
as they
bag
can't make
for
the play.
another error for the River
That's
Cats
some of that
on this
highlight
stream.
play. He made a great diving stop.
That's another problem the River Cats have had tonight. That's the second error in this stream alone for the River Cats. The Comets have not made one error on this stream tonight.
Back to the top of
Not
the order.
one.
Now up,
But that could
Jose
happen. So don't say I didn't warn them.
There's a strike.
It's called for a strike. Don't say I warned the Comets, because I will warn them that they will commit an error in this game. I can bet you $5 they will. And that's why I say, don't say I didn't warn the Comets not to commit an error. That's called for a strike.
Has to focus now with an 0-2
I
count.
will other
Gotta
person
protect his
watching
own,
besides
even if it's
Sean.
a little larger than usual. Far inside,
1-2.
nearly clipped the batter.
That's 1 and 2.
First and second
That's
here with nobody
that's
out.
the second error committed for the River Cats in this stream alone.
2-2.
This one's in the dirt. just off the outside edge.
That's off the outside edge for ball 3. Jordan Thompson on deck. Oh boy.
On the ground to
That's a
first,
ground
could be
ball.
two. Feeds to second.
That's the second for 1. Throw to first in time. So they get a double play.
Very difficult double play to turn, especially because the
And
first
Jordan
baseman
Thompson
has to
on
display
Jordan
exceptional
Thompson
footwork.
at the bat.
The infielders did a really nice job there.
Hopefully the River Cats can get out of this inning. That's, like I said, the second error they have committed in this series, or in this stream tonight.
He delivered a solo shot that I'm sure he's looking to build on here.
Look at the replay of the first home run for Jordan Thompson. 2 for 3 today. Solo homer in the first, strikeout in the third, single in the fifth. Like I said, did play in game 1, but struggled. Nice dive, but he can't make the catch, and that will score another run. 6-4.
Two outs and a runner.
That will be a
First. Coming up to the dish.
fielder's choice, I would like to say. Let me confirm that. No! It will be a single, so it will be a base hit. 6-4 Comets here in the 6th of Game 2 of this doubleheader. 1 for 3 with an RBI single for Bodie. He flew out in the first and grounded out in the third. RBI single in the fifth.
Here comes the 1-0. It's in and out of the glove. But wins the foot race to first.
All in the inning.
Good job of knowing how much time there was to spare. So they get 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and a runner left. 7th inning up next.
So a run on 2 hits, an error, and a runner left. We go to the 7th. Comets lead at 6-4 as Edgardo Enriquez is the new pitcher for the Comets.
Trying to protect this lead.
On is batting 167. 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors for the Comets. 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the River Cats.
1 for 3.
Gain of oils here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark.
I have to think he took it.
Producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back at our 1340 studios.
Pitch is in there.
It's called for a strike.
Movement in the bullpen. Zach Jackson up and throwing.
Zach Jackson warming up in the Comets bullpen.
Now here's the 0-2. And he grounds this back up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. The throw is late, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. Everything came together on that.
Base hit for the River Cats.
On a ball hit that hard. I know I'd be ruling it a base hit if I were doing the official scorer's job. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first.
Yep, Crosby got a base hit.
Hunter Bishop, runner at first with nobody out. Outfielders will want to get the ball in quickly if it gets past the infield.
High ball 1.
Going first to third.
Walked in the first, strikeout in the second and the fifth.
One 1-0, and the pitch. Foul ball there.
Yes.
Swing and a ball popped up. Bodie.
Or Bodie's got it. Pop up.
One down.
One away in the 7th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Carter Howell.
Next to hit, Carter Howell. Entered the game as a pinch runner. First plate appearance here.
231 average, 1 homer, 3 RBIs.
Bouncer here. A grounder in the infield should be an inning. Replacing Luis
Luis Matos, who's out of the game with an injury. First pitch.
One ball,
High.
no strikes.
Out of the way.
The pitcher challenged him with a good fastball, and he wasn't equal to it. The River Cats.
6-4 Comets here in the top of the 7th of Game 2.
And the count 1-2.
Out of the way. If you just joined us late or if you just came home from work, Comets lost 3-2 in 11 innings. As there's Senor Sean with a yawn.
He breaks his bat.
That's a broken bat. Pitcher throws to second for one, throw to first, not in time. So they'll get the force out at second.
That inside fastball was so well placed, and the late life earned the weak contact for the ground out. And next, the cleanup hitter, Tom Murphy.
I'm guessing SmackDown's kind of boring or what, Sean? Other than I saw there was a fight.
Fastball
Times
and
2.
strike.
0-1.
Tom Murphy called for a strike. Strikeout in the first of the third, singled in the fifth.
Tying run waits at the plate. And it's strike 2.
Called for a strike.
0-2.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. And the
Ball.
slider just misses.
1-2.
Swings through it for the K.
Oh.
Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors. One left on base. Time to stretch. Oklahoma City ahead in this
So
game.
no runs, a hit, and a runner left. Time to stretch and sing in Oklahoma. 6-4 Comets. As I'm definitely going to be taking... I will definitely sing... Well, I don't want to sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, but the lyrics will be with my favorite friend Sean, who will grab a baseball bat and whack me in the head if I sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, which I'm not doing that. I've already did that once, and that didn't go well. Now did it. Sean Jelly, the new pitcher for the River Cats. Ward flew out in the first, struck out in the fourth and in the fifth.
Ripped on the ground to second. And they get the out.
Yep, one away.
Now batting.
So if you include the game one results,
And now the DH.
the River Cats have scored 7 runs in the stream here tonight. 7.
First pitch
1-0.
misses.
Because remember, they won 3-2 in game 1.
A right-hander is up and throwing.
Time of the stream in game 1 was, by the way, 1 hour and 29 minutes.
The 1-0 pitch. On the ground to third.
On the third over the first, and there's the second out in the 7th.
Now batting, the right
If you just joined us, game 1 went to the River Cats 3-2 in 11 innings, but it really doesn't matter if they played 11 innings, because in the words of Sean and I, they waited until the 4th to start scoring. Jelly's next pitch. That's called for a strike for Nick Bibbenson. Flew out in the second, single in the 4th and the 5th. Let's hope this game does not go to freaking extras, I swear. I do not want to have another 11-inning game like Game 1 had. That's fouled away. On the bright side, at least there was some offense we can safely say for both teams, unlike
2-2.
2-2.
Down in the dirt. Swing
That's
and
in
a
the
miss.
dirt for strike
Gets to it
3.
on
Throw the
grass.
first, that one in the inning.
Inning over on the strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're headed
1,
to
2,
the
3
eighth.
for the
Comets
Comets
up in
as we go to
front,
the
6-4.
8th. Here in game number 2.
Now pitching.
Comets just looking for a doubleheader split.
Michael Kopech. This season
Michael
has gotten that
Kopech.
around pretty good.
17th appearance, 5-2 record, and there's the rest of the stats there.
Leading off
Bryce
for
Eldridge.
Sacramento, the first
Bryce
baseman,
Eldridge
Bryce
leading up here in the 8th.
Eldridge.
River Cats looking to get a series split, whereas the Comets are trying to take 4 of 6 from the River Cats here in Oklahoma City. First of 2 meetings that they will come to Oklahoma City. Next time we will see these 2 teams, it'll be a 9-game series in Sacramento. Yes, we are playing at Sutter Health Park. We're not playing at a fictional ballpark. Because a fictional ballpark is not called Sutter Health Park. Let me remind you all. I don't care if it's the A's, as that's fouled away. I don't care if it's the A's temporary home. We are playing at a real hitter-friendly environment where no lead is safe.
And 1-2. Line drive for a base hit.
That's a line drive to center for a base hit. So we are not done with the score fest here in Game 2.
Now batting.
Game 1 was, I think, a pitcher's duel.
And
Game
now
2
it's
is a
McRae.
hitter's duel.
He's already gone yard in this game.
First pitch for McRae. That's called for a ball. Haven't heard from the YouTuber today.
And the tying run's at the plate.
That's a tying run.
This one is
That's a line drive.
It's got a chance.
Deep center field. DePaula goes back. Will make the catch for the first out of the inning.
Not a lot of minor league outfielders can make that play, but he's showing he's
Now
got the
batting,
goods.
the left fielder,
A center field
Tyro
prospect like this is valuable
Pomares.
to any organization. Stepping to the plate for Sacramento, Jairo Pomares. Way outside.
That's called first
Seriously on
strike.
that fastball up into triple
Jackson and
digits.
Brewstar
That's
Grotto
something
warming
at
up in the
any
Comets
level.
bullpen. Remember, Grotto took the loss in Game 1.
Runner at first, one away. So good with that cutter. He's able to move it left and right. That can be really effective.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Called for a strike. Comets, really, I don't know what they did in between games 1 and 2, but this is like a complete 180.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So up next,
The batter,
Brett
number 9.
Auerbach. Corner
Second
infielders
Brett Auerbach.
cover the lines. They're trying to keep extra
Auerbach.
bases at bay.
1 for 3 tonight.
Ball 1 there.
Called for a strike.
Oklahoma City leading by 2. And we're in the top of the 8th. So 2 balls, no strikes. This patient approach he's showing is part of why he's been so hot lately. He's forcing pitchers to come to areas where he can do damage.
It's fouled away, strike 1.
And we're all even up. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. After 3 straight fouls, he has to feel like he's getting closer to squaring one up. Struck out swinging. Back-to-back Ks.
And swinging a miss out in the inning.
And the score remains 6-4.
Nothing for the River Cats. We go to the... Or did they have a hitter runner at first? Hold on, let me see. It is no runs on a hit, no errors, and a runner left. Wait, why are you handing me a chair, Senor?
Bottom of the 8th.
Leading
Stepping
off,
to the plate
the
for
second
Oklahoma
baseman,
City,
Aaron
Aaron Bracho.
Bracho.
Oh, I haven't asked Rowdy about my favor. For anyone that's wondering about the favor, I have a funny race name for the Busch Series when we go to Loudon. The Cup race will be called the LTR. Why? Oh, God. Okay, I'll be honest with you, Senor. I didn't expect this game to be being a score fest, and then it just go like that, so. Oh, brother.
And it's even up.
Swinging the strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
If you haven't heard, Ollie Behrman got a 10 grid spot penalty for overtaking under the red flag in FP2 today, as that's a line drive caught, one away in the 8th. We're almost done, y'all. We're almost done with the series and the games. Oh, we got a lot to recap. So, get ready for that. So,
one out and the base is empty.
wait. I don't know if Sean's mad at me because I had Buffalo Wild Wings for dinner.
Sneaks through.
Well, at least it's not Italian food. That's a good thing. Yeah. That's the first time I've had something that's not Italian food. Thank God for that. I think it's just me going to Figures jail. Wait, why are you saying Reed? Because the last two days before today. Oh wait, actually I made Sean mad times 3, I want to say? I don't know. I know I made Sean mad for the Italian deal. The last 2 days. There was a third thing that I made him mad about that I did not tell him. As that's called for a strike. The one that I didn't tell Sean that got my time extended the other day was I went to Whataburger. Oh no, you're going to be kicking me. Well, that's if we're even going to do a VC tonight, or if you're going to wait till the bar to yell at me for that.
And the 2-2. Got it. 2 away now.
The Comets have only had as my Chargers being stupid. As I don't know why my Chargers being dumb. It's not charging all the way. I don't know if it's too late to go get a charger. I'm probably going to have to get up early in the morning to do it. That one in the 8th. No runs.
1 hit, 1 left.
No runs, a hit, 1 left. We go the 9th.
6-4.
6-4 Comets.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th.
Well, you cut that out times 2.
A shot at save number 1 this season.
Now,
Zach Jackson will close it out, hopefully. Andrew Cachel leading it off here in the 9th.
That one fouled off.
Yep. I may have to go get a new charger before I go to work tomorrow.
Hit! 0-2.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And a strikeout. That's out number 1 here in the 9th. And now the shortstop, Oslavis Basabe.
Oslavis Basabe, as that was strike 3. First pitch for Jackson.
Now
That's a fly ball to center field. DePaula is going to be under it right near the warning track. Will make the catch for the second out.
Off to a very efficient start. 4 pitches, 2 outs.
Number 48.
So down to their final out of this one.
Final out here in the 9th.
Activity in the bullpen. Both a lefty and a righty getting loose down there. Double-barreled action.
Yep. 0-1.
The 0-1 offering.
That's
That one
fouled
pushed
away. Now the
foul.
River
Time to
Cats
play
down to their
off the
final
left.
strike.
Jackson is just one strike away.
Ball.
for-
And 1-2.
For a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss.
That's swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the game. Comets will split the doubleheader here today as they win it 6-4 over the River Cats. They will take 4 out of 6 from Sacramento. And we have done 20 innings in this game. No runs, no hits, none left for the River Cats as they go down in order. Comets win the series 4-2. 6-13-0 for the Comets, 4-8-1 for the River Cats. And this commentary is finally done. Thank the flippin' Lord. Yay. Can't wait to talk about. Let's talk about the stats. We'll go with the final scoreboard and finally sign off for the night. And a stream that started at 6:03 is finally at 9 o'clock. Yeah, we're over 3 hours. Holy cat. So Michael Grove will get the win. He improves to 1-0. 2 innings, no runs on 2 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Joey Lucchesi took the loss for the River Cats. There was Zach Jackson got his first save of the season. All right. As my phone won't stay on the charger for some reason. And I will need to throw my charger down the flippin' mountain into the cacti. Kicking, I want to do some kicking. Anyway. Alright, let's finally go over scores around the rest of the international and all the final score checks, and we're going to finally sign off for tonight. As Lunder Avila was claimed off waivers by the Dodgers to the A's. Taylor Young got sent down. Let me get these notifications out of the way. Alec Gamboa sent down the Drillers. Austin Barnes was sent down to the Comets. Well, they should have just released Austin Barnes, but whatever. So, as I get something here. Mookie Betts is out a few days. 1 to 6 days with tightness, so that's not good. 41 days for Alex Freeland, who's out a month to 2 months with that knee cartilage injury. All right, so let's take a look at the rest of the International and the PCL for the final time tonight. Durham beat Worcester 6-5. Winning pitcher for the Bulls was Jake Brentz. He's 2-1. Manuel Rodriguez, his first save. The loss to Austin Adams, he's 2-2. Taylor Wall, Jose Ramos hit home runs for the Bulls. Tristan Peters had RBIs for the Bulls. For the Red Sox, Carson Simas, Marcelo Mayer, Christian Campbell, and Mark Savari had RBIs for the Red Sox. Indianapolis beat Columbus 6-2. Winning pitcher Bubba Chandler, he's 5-4. The loss to Daniel Espino, he's 2-4. Sung Chae Chang, Derek Hall homered for the Indians. Juwan B. and
Matt Gorski had RBIs for Indianapolis. RBI for Kyler Manzaro for the Clippers in the contest. Lunder Alavila, we wish him good luck with Las Vegas, who we're going to face next. Gwinnett beat Louisville, shutout Louisville 3-0. Winning pitcher Darius Vines, he's 6-2. Buck Farmer's 14th save. The loss to Wade Miley, he's 4-3. Connor Capel, Drake Baldwin, Jake Masnick had the only RBI scored in the game for the Stripes. Lehigh Valley beat Buffalo 4-1. Winning pitcher for the Iron Pigs was Tyler Phillips. He's 1-1. His first win, Joe Kuhnell's 14th save. Ricky Tiedemann, his 6th loss. He's 0-6. Demanga Palmagani had an RBI for Buffalo. Marcus Lee Singh, Buddy Kennedy, Oscar Mercado, and Luis Verdugo had RBIs for the Iron Pigs in the contest. Wilkes-Barre Scranton, or Scranton Wilkes-Barre, beat Nashville 8-7. Jay Cousins' second blown save. Brandon Lightbrandt got the win, improves to 5-2. The loss went to Tyler Alexander. He's 2-1. Grant Wolfham, his first blown save of the year. Paulo Reyes, Elijah Dunham, Dominic Smith, Ronaldo Hernandez, and Cameron Eden had RBIs for the Rail Riders. Jake Bowers had a 3-run homer for the Sounds. Brock Wilkins had 3 RBIs, and Luis Lorera had an RBI as well for the Sounds in the loss. Toledo beat Iowa 10-4. Winning pitcher for the Mud Hens was Ricky Venasico. He's 1-0, his first win. The loss to Cody Pote, he's 3-5. Moses Ballesteros had a home run for the I-Cubs. Alexander Canario, Nicky Lopez, and Travis Jankowski had an RBI. Also had an RBIs for Iowa. Tomas Nido had a grand slam for the Mud Hens. Akil Badul, Andrew Navigado, Bigly Madras, and Eddie's Leonard had RBIs as well for the Mud Hens in the contest. St. Paul shut out Norfolk 1-0. Winning pitcher for the Saints was Michael Tompkin. He's 2-1. The loss went to Andrew Kitteridge. He's 2-4. That went into extra innings. Only run scored Mike Ford's RBI single for the Saints to win the game in the 10th inning. Rochester beat Syracuse 6-3. Winning pitcher for the Red Wings was former Dodger Josiah Gray. Colin Poach, his 15th save. The loss to Griffin Canning, he's 4-2. RBIs. Robert Hassel III had a home run for the Red Wings. Jackson Clough had 2 RBIs along with Jack Dunn, Brady House, and Jose Tena for the Red Wings. Ryan Clifford hit 2 solo shots for the Mets, and Rowdy Jordan had an RBI for the Mets in the contest. Jacksonville beat Memphis 5-3. Winning pitchers for the Jumbo Shrimp was Austin Roberts. His first win, he's 1-2. Zach Thompson, the loss, he's 1-2. Ramos Mendoza had a 2-run homer for the Redbirds. Mike Anatico had an RBI for Memphis. Herberto Hernandez hit a 3-run homer for the Jumbo Shrimp. Jack Winkler and Eric Wagaman had RBIs as well for the Jumbo Shrimp in the contest. And that is for the International League. Now to the mixed games, the International PCL deal. Omaha beat Salt Lake 4-2. Taylor Clark gets his first win. He's 1-1. James MacArthur gets 11 save. The loss for the Bees went to Chase Celeste. His first loss, he's 1-1. John Graves, Javier Vaz, and Cameron Biggio got RBIs for the Storm Chasers. J.D. Davis and Nico Cavadas had RBIs for the Bees in the contest. The other one, Charlotte beat Round Rock 4-3 to make Sean angry at Charlotte. Yar Arati got his first win. He's 1-0. James Karnachak got his first blown save. The loss for the Express was Cole Wynn. His first loss, he's 0-1. Dustin Harris hit a 2-run homer for the Express. Brandon Martirano had an RBI as well for Round Rock. Brandon Dury, Bobby DeBack, and Matt Theus had RBIs for the Knights in the contest. What happened in the PCL, if you're asking? Reno beat Albuquerque 4-3. Winning pitcher for the Aces was Kyle Nelson. He's 4-0. The loss went to Jeff Criswell. His first loss, he's 1-1. There was no save. Keston Hiura and Julio Carreras had RBIs for the Isotopes. Jesus Valdez had a home run for the Aces. Rene Pinto, Ivan Melendez, and York Barbosa had RBIs for Reno in the contest. Las Vegas got shut out by Sugarland 11-0. Remember, they play tomorrow, Sugarland and Las Vegas. Winning pitcher for the Space Cowboys, Brandon Walter, he's 3-3. The loss went to Matt Crook, he's 1-4. Only runs in the contest for the Space Cowboys. I saw that deal away. Kennedy Corona hit a 3-run homer for Sugarland. Shea Whitcomb, Jacob Melton, Cooper Hummel, Sean McLean had RBIs as well for Sugarland. El Paso beat Tacoma, 5-2. Jackson Wolf gets the win for the Chihuahuas. He's 2-5. Brian Hoeing his 9th save of the year. The loss to Jimmy Joyce, he's 4-4. Rylan Thomas had a home run for the Rainiers. Lazaro Montes hit a sac RBI for the Rainiers. Forrest Wall, Cobb Hightower, Gavin Sheets, and Brandon Valenzuela had RBIs for the Chihuahuas in the contest. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers got destroyed by the New York Mets 13-4. David Peterson got the win, improves to 4-5. Tyler Glasnow, the loss, he's 5-2. Excuse me. Home runs for the Dodgers, Max Muncy, Teoscar Hernandez, and Tommy Edman. Homers for the Dodgers. Glasnow went 2 1/3, 6 runs, 6 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Got the loss. Justin Wobleski got called up to the Dodgers. 2/3 of an inning, 3 runs, 3 hits, no walks, no strikeouts. And Clayton Kershaw pitched the final 3 2/3 of an innings, 2 hits, 4 strikeouts. Juan Soto, Pete Alonso homered for the Mets. Mark Benateros, Jesse Winker, Francisco Lindor, Jeff McNeil also had RBIs. Mets take 2 out of 3 over the Dodgers. Dodgers will head to Cleveland tomorrow to start a 3-game set with the Guardians. You'll see that here on 1340 The Game. Yoshinobu Yamamoto will start for the Dodgers. Joey Cantillo will start for the Guardians in Cleveland, Ohio. Around the Dodgers minor league system, AA Tulsa wins 6-1 over Springfield. Kyle Hurt got his first win. He's 1-0. Max Redsisi, he got the loss to fall to 2-5. And we'll also give you scores around the minor leagues because there's only there's only games in AAA, so we'll call it AAA Night in America. Darlin Moquette had the only RBI for Springfield. Griffin Lockwood Powell had a 2-run homer for the Drillers. Zyper Hope, Frank Rodriguez, Taylor Young had RBIs for the Drillers in the contest. Tulsa will be off. They'll head to the place I was at earlier this month. That would be Wichita, starting on Tuesday. And we'll deal with the Dodgers organization tomorrow when we cross that, or the next time we will get with you for the Dodgers report. Want to go over the games that played on Memorial Day. As we'll just go to, let's go over those games. There are only 4 games that went final, so let's go over them right now. 3 from the International League, 1 from the PCL. Let's start with the Clippers beating the Rochester Red Wings 5-1. Winning pitcher was Colby Allard. He's 1-3. Jacob Junis, his first save. The loss to Eduardo Salazar. He falls to 3-5. Tyrese Turner homered for the Clippers. Gabriel Arias, Angel Martinez, and Travis Benzena had RBIs for the Clippers. Dante Williams had the only RBI for the Red Wings in the contest. Durham beat Memphis 8-5. So they're going to have a quick turnaround tomorrow. On Tuesday. Nathan Wiles, the win improves to 4-4. Manuel Rodriguez, his second save. As Sean, I don't know why you're doing that GIF there. Connor Jerpy, his first loss. He's 0-1. Mike Anantico, Jose Furman, Zach Levinson, and Cesar Perito had RBIs for the Redbirds. Matt Hovart had a grand slam two-run homer for the Bulls. Tanner Murray had 4 RBIs. William Vasquez, Colton Leadbetter had RBIs for the Bulls. Last one for the International League. Nashville beat Iowa 7-2 as they open up that series. Jacob Mizorowski got the winning person 2-5. The loss went to Jordan Wicks. He's 3-4. Home run, Freddie Zamoa had 6 RBIs and a home run for the Sounds. Luis Lura had an RBI as well for Nashville. Alexander Canario had a 2-run homer for the iCubs. And then the series finale, Las Vegas shut out Sugarland 2-0 to earn a split. Winning pitcher for the Overtures was JT Yen. He's 3-3. Luis Mendia had his first save. The loss to Hayden Wineski, he's 2-8. The only run scored, Carlos Cortez and Drew Avens, RBIs for the Overtures in the contest. So the Comets, as we'll talk about the Dodgers report next time when we meet again. So the Comets will now face the Las Vegas Overtures, the AAA parent club of the Athletics. I'm going to have to get used to saying Athletics and not the Oakland Athletics, if you know what I mean. It is an 8:35 first pitch, 6:35 local in Las Vegas at Las Vegas Ballpark. Landon Knack will look to bounce back after a rough outing against Sacramento, 3-6 record with a 4.29 earned run average. Kenan Waldichuk will get the start for the Overtures. He pitched 7 good innings en route to the win. He's 1-0 with no ERA. An 8:35 first pitch on Tuesday. Yes, reminder, 8:35. Tuesday, we'll be on the air at 8:20 p.m. with comments on deck here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or anywhere on your mobile device with the free iHeartRadio app. Recapping a long stream, ladies and gentlemen, in Game 1. It was the Sacramento River Cats 3, the Comets 2, in 11 innings in the contest. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the River Cats. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Comets. Winning pitcher was Landon Roop, his first win. He's 1-1. Brewster Gratterall got the loss. He falls to 1-2. Alec Gamboa got his first blown save of the season. In Game 2, the Comets win 6-4 over the Sacramento River Cats. 6 runs, 13 hits, no errors for OKC. 4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the River Cats. Winning pitcher for the Comets this time was Michael Grove. He's 1-0. The loss went to Joey Lucchesi. He's 2-3. The save to Zach Jackson, his first save of the year. Comets split the doubleheader with the River Cats. They win 4 out of 6. The Comets' record is 33-18. The River Cats are 21-30. Thank you to everybody for joining me for a very long stream of baseball. For our producer and engineer, the YouTuber, thank you for his hard work joining us for a long day of baseball. I'm Dean DeVille saying good afternoon, good evening, and good night from Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. We will see you Tuesday as we'll show you the standings, by the way, before we forget. We will see you Tuesday against the Las Vegas Overtures. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. We'll talk to you Tuesday. You've been listening to Comets Baseball, presented by Heartland Flyers, celebrating 20-plus years of service in Oklahoma.